with someone who doesn't play your game. You can't compete. Can't you see we're not the same? My eyes get a different view. Big dreams you cannot subdue. Watch and learn a thing or two. You do. Climb into a higher plane. Get smaller with every aim. Watch me as I take that rain. You do. If you come at me, you better bring your A game. Step it up. Step it up. If you think you got this, don't you hesitate. Run it up. Yeah. You can't compete with someone who doesn't play your game. You can't compete. Don't you see we're not the same?
I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I am no regular citizen. Do you understand what you're witnessing? You cannot tell what the difference is. I want it all and I'm winning it. I do not care about opinions. Time to make a few decisions so I can take a position. I'ma go get it, I'm punching and kicking. I keep on moving, they off of me. Just do it and stop at a talking G. I'm not expressing no modesty. I can't see nobody stopping me. If there's a problem, I gotta solve it. Straight to the top, I can't see myself falling. I gotta grab it, there's no time for stalling. Number one stunner, don't have other options. Now I'm fired up. I'm sorry, brother, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. I came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. Said I'm fired up. I'm sorry your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. Came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up.
Like a king, I'll go off, beat you to the punch, leave you stunned, and I won't stop till I'm the last one standing, and they call me champion. back down until victory is mine. I'll be the last one standing when they call me champion. You know it's a matter of time, a matter of time before I come to get what's mine.
Humble cause I have to grow, don't need no distractions, so they gotta go. In my flow, keeping hopes high, gotta try and survive, it's my life, so I strive to be the best, and I say that with my chest. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. This is God-given, ain't no restrictions. They always talking but ain't got no diction. Airy fairy with it, but I'm scary with it. You'll get buried in it, horror like I'm carrying it. On a mission, be the best, not like any of the rest. Got the goals, ain't got stress. I already made the cut and I already passed the test. Now you already passed the test. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. It's time to deliver, sending shivers through your spine. Never give it up, never give it up. My mind is clear. I'm the winner, this is mine. Never give it up, never give it up. It's time to deliver, sending shivers through your spine. My mind is clear. I'm the winner. This is mine. Never give it up. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. Never give it up. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. To deliver, sending shivers through your spine. Never give it up, never give it up. My mind is clear. I'm the winner, this is the bride. Never give it up, never give it up. So I strive to be the best, and I say that with my chest.
Ready right now, ready right now. Came for the win, gonna win hands down. This ain't a game, where's my motherfucking crown? Give it to me right now, let me grab it right now. Ready right now, ready right now. We don't ever lose, cause we got it right now. Push you in the face with a score right now. You don't like it where it is, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready, ready right now. Hey, ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now, ready, 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 ready right now, ready right now, ready right now, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now, ready right now, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now, we came to win cause the winners hands down. Ready right now, we came to win cause the winners hands down. Ready right now, ready right now. Came for the win, gonna win hands down. This ain't a game, was from a fucking crowd. Give it to me right now, let me grab it right now. Ready right now, ready right now. We don't ever lose cause we got it right now. Push you in the face with a score right now. You don't like the way it is, come and see you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Hey, ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now.
I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I am no regular citizen. Nope. Do you understand what you witnessing? You cannot tell what the difference is. I want it all and I'm winning it. I do not care about opinions. Time to make a few decisions so I can take a position. I'ma go get it, I'm punching and kicking. I keep on moving, they offer me. Just do it and stop at talking G. I'm not expressing no modesty. I can't see nobody stopping me. If there's a problem, I gotta solve it. Straight to the top, I can't see myself falling. I gotta grab it, there's no time for stalling. Number one stunner, don't have other options. Now I'm fired up. I'm sorry, brother, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. I came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached it's the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. If I
Everyone strive to reach the peak. Zoe is here, participating in every frame, perfecting the view for every battle. From Seoul to the world, Zoe strives for perfection, knowing that every frame is crucial to victory. As the tournament rages on, Zoe stands with you.
Battle. Every frame. Every frame. Every frame. Every frame. Every frame.
Welcome to VCT Game Changer Pacific.
Right now and prepare for the duel. She takes one.
We are going to go into this moment. This is when we find out who's going to be punching their ticket to Berlin. Is it going to be Sisu or Xipto?
Straight in and airy, using her own cloudburst. The trick though, and there goes Polly. Coming up huge on towards two. Maybe the
Away from them before, and I'm pretty sure they don't want that room.
no, but
Wants back with the utility in hand. This is so unlike Xipto right now. I'm really wondering what is going on.
gave her a little bit more, you know, getting a little bit.
You just killed him? Because that's what she ended up doing here.
So he expected that. Our observer did not expect that even, but it all just happened. 2 rounds away from a VALORANT Game Changers Championships.
The diffuse goes through. Pack your bag, ladies, because you are going to Berlin. Congratulations, Xipto. This is the second series that's going to decide who stays and goes on to Berlin and who stops here. I like it. I like what they're doing here. They're pushing out, trying to get info, or just straight up trying to get kills together.
You can hear it from in here. I think that's Serena screaming off the one-on-one win.
And totally picks. It often takes the other inevitable entry to follow their execution, and they ended up killed. Well done here, but side of ZETA Division playing this out really well. And again, just playing so.
We have to be impressed by this player, though. She is sharp and she is very disciplined.
Finishing off this series. Welcome to Berlin Game Changers Championships. Welcome to VALORANT Game Changers. We are in the heart of Bangkok, where we've had 5 wild days, 8 teams contesting for that trophy, and now we've whittled it down to 2. I'm your host, Victoria, and with me on the desk, I've got Quack and Rico. Hello again. Now, like, I get to sit in this seat here with you guys. We've made it to this point. It's been incredible. We've got Xipto, we got ZETA here, going to be competing today. Is this what you guys expected?
Well, at the very beginning, I thought it was going to be an SCA versus SCA, but as the days went by, you know, I think my mind really changed after that.
Yeah.
No, I fully expected this.
Oh!
I'm a really good analyst. I saw the future.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, you are.
I just want to shout out also, we are coordinated today thanks to our sponsor, Polo Ralph Lauren, who always makes us
how do we
look
show our
good
back?
during grand finals. You can stand up, show your backs.
Alrighty.
Show your back fight.
This is going to be,
Very
you know, I don't think I
little
can
awkward.
quit. Yeah.
Yeah, Mika showed this yesterday too. It's custom designs, which is super cool. So this is Rico
Yeah.
04 there on the back. It says their names on the back. So this is something that our sponsor has done together with us, and I think it's absolutely awesome supporting this event here. And this event is so special. Again, this is our very first offline Game Changers tournament, regional tournament ever. It's actually been really incredible. And you guys have talked to the players. The vibe has been really interesting, right? The energy has been really positive.
Yeah, like there was random moments, you know, where before the cast, you see Alexi coming in, having some souvenirs from the Philippines. And she'd be like, okay, have some, I think it's called bucheron, which is like either a chicken
skin?
neck, chicken skin.
neck?
A cracker
Yeah. And then it's like a cracker, like a snack.
It looked really good.
It tasted really good. Thank you, Alexi.
I mean, in the crowd as well, though. I mean, even like after all the matches go off, like on, I guess, social media, Fennel, they're so supportive of ZETA Division right now. In the crowd, we have Baby TZ and Poli just sticking around to watch the games. It's super awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Those 2 players are Thai players, so they didn't have to go very far to go home. But it's really cool how they've been supporting each other. Even after the Sisu Xipto game yesterday, I believe the girls took photos together. This is just a rare opportunity
Jersey
for all of
swaps.
them. Yes, and Jersey
Yeah.
swaps
Jersey swaps.
happening. So cool. And this is a rare opportunity for them to meet in person, even amongst their own team. Boba, for example, never met fully in person until this event. So this has been very, very special. Now, I want to ask you guys, we've had some really special moments, a lot of firsts, like across VCT, not just this event during this tournament. What were some of your favorites?
Ooh, there's actually quite a lot.
We saw the first Vice, and not only one time, we saw it 3 times happen here. Thanks to Sisu for giving us that.
Yeah. Well, I guess for me, maybe the top of my head, the very first Abyss, aside from a lot of the first timers here. Abyss is actually really interesting because it feels like a mixed bag. It's like, do we want to play Abyss? But a lot of these teams it feels like they're actually prepared for it. Maybe they're saving it for the finals, question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xipto and ZETA both played Abyss, and it looked. We had a chat with the coaches after and the teams, and it looked like they weren't entirely prepared. It looked a lot shakier compared to some of the other maps, and they did admit, it it was almost a little trial run. You could tell. I don't know if they're going to play it today. I think it'll be hilarious. But how about you, Quack? Any favorite moments?
Oh my god! I thought about this before we started this. I forgot.
There's so much.
I know. There's so many. Heidi got knifed
Oh my god!
Yeah.
twice.
I mean, I think first, player celebrations always awesome. Serena and like Akko going like nice and stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite moment so far is Graham's playing without a mouse pad.
Oh yeah.
That's my first ever in all of esports, all of FPS esports, not just VCT, everything.
Yeah.
I have never seen a player playing on the desk without a mouse pad, but she still does pretty well.
Not just pretty well, pretty darn well.
On that Abyss, oh yes.
Incredible. One of the best Gecko plays I've seen here. Now the teams are coming in. Their vibes are super chill, actually. Both of these teams have already qualified to Game Changers championships over in Berlin here. So I think the pressure is a little bit different today. But that said, you want to do your absolute best here. This is a best of 5. You are going to go to Berlin to represent your region, and you want to go in looking really strong. So this is not a joke of a match for either of them. But I think they're really going to enjoy themselves. And Riku, you notice some really cute things happening here with ZETA Division and their duos.
Yeah, absolutely. The Akko Moko duo. There was a hashtag going around last night when ZETA Division qualified to Berlin, which was the Akko Moko Don Kanse, which means that it's the Akko Moko Don, like a donbori, so it's kind of like a mix. And then Kanse, it's kind of like completed, succeeded, perfected. So they're able to really bring a lot of each other's strengths. And I noticed a lot of the impact that they do is mid to late rounds. So there's a lot of highlights going around coming from them. And let's not forget Yatsuka from Riddle.
Yeah.
That shout out, he said on Twitter yesterday, he's like, yeah, the Akomoko duo goes international.
It's so cute. It's
like
so adorable.
Akko Moko combo success.
Yeah.
I love the home team, the hometown support that ZETA Division are getting. Of course, they're sort of a household name, this org in general, and for the Game Changers team to be going to Berlin to represent again, I think is phenomenal. Moko, Akko, and UR, I believe, have been a core for such a long time, but the addition of Serena, I think that's been huge. She had some insane clutch kills yesterday that helped carry them over the finish line.
Yeah, Serena has definitely been stepping up. I mean, she's been getting a lot of crazy 4K moments all throughout the whole tournament. The first one was, I think, around Ascent, and then just yesterday she got so many more.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just incredible how she does it, because she's kind of, she's not really 100% like supported by her teammates. There's people flashing her for her or anything, but she's like mechanically gifted and just out-aiming, out-fragging her opponents.
Oh, yes. And really good timing on a lot of these things. And, we've seen ZETA play 4 times now, and I think we've seen already a little bit of an evolution in their gameplay. I think they came in really strong with a lot of well-honed set plays, but there was something that was a little lacking the first few matches, and it kind of came through yesterday in match 4 against Mer. We saw them to be a lot more aggressive, especially on that defense. It's been a 2-1 scoreline, but mostly fairly dominant, Riku.
Yeah, even though they do like to take their time, they do like to sort of try to bait out a lot of these 1v1s. At the end of the day, if that's their play style and if it works, they're not going to stop doing it.
Yeah, and I think this is really good because now they're going to rematch against Xipto. They're our favorites to win, but they dropped a map again yesterday against Sisu. Also the same team who made them drop a map last time too, with the same player Polly on both times. But this team has still looking really strong, and they're really forced to go up against them. But how did you enjoy their Abyss yesterday? That was the map that they dropped.
Did I enjoy it? I don't know if enjoying is what I would call it. I mean, they definitely, still showed us a lot of firepower. I think even in the highlights video that we just witnessed, Neri had some crazy moments where with the operator, she's doing a lot. Blade Storm's out, just very close to clutching out 1v5, literally 1v5, but down to 1 HP, still dies. It still shows just how incredible this entire team is, even on a map where it's kind of like, it's sort of a trial run. But the players are still able to bring it that close to like overtime, 15-17, that's what they lost.
Yeah, they're not okay with losing, actually. Even having such a good and dominant record, even having a strong series. Whenever they lose rounds, Alexi, you can see the disappointment. She was like, we shouldn't have lost that. And she's here to like clean up all those weaknesses. And we have to look at Inari and Suzu, who are actually like just fragging out of their minds yesterday in the semifinals. This matchup, I think, is going to be really interesting, especially when they're both on the Neon or when they're both on the Rays, Riku.
Yeah, I really like how you brought that up because I feel like the Neon has been one of the biggest differences. I mean, you look at Suzu, she's mostly iconic on that jet, her place back in the local, the sub-regional scene for their game changers. But she really improved a lot in the span of just a few months. Her Neon has been very confident, so aggressive, just sliding into your face. And I think that's really necessary if you want to match up against Inari.
Definitely. And I think Suzu, she's been sort of a household name now in the game changer scene for Japan. One of the few Radiant female players there who've reached the top there. So I think that is a huge thing. And Inari, at this point, also a household name across game changers. I would say even in VCT, people know who Inari is, and a lot have been claiming she's probably the best duelist out there in game changers.
Yeah, it definitely kind of does look like it. I mean, at least in Pacific, we got Fluorescence and stuff still, for the title. But I think Inari's up there, you know what I mean?
That's right. Pacific bias goes like so far though. But I think over in Berlin, when we see that matchup happen again,
Inari.
That's going to be really cool. Have you guys gotten to see the trophy yet? Because this is the first day we are going to get to see the trophy. And I think this is also really special for game changers. Yes.
Ooh, let's go.
So, Quack, you've seen the evolution of game changers. You've been here since the beginning.
There's never been a trophy, like a physical one.
No, exactly. So tell us about how much game changers has changed.
Game changers started out when it wasn't even called Game Changers. It was just in SEA, we just had FSL, the Female Esports League. And that's when we were all just casting together. It was all online throughout that, COVID period. And then Riot came in with the Game Changers initiative. That's when we started seeing, a lot more prize pool, all the players, so many more signups, and everything just continued to grow from there. Org started coming in. Alter Ego was a thing, RRQ was a thing, Full Sense was a thing.
Yeah.
It was really awesome. But even though we had all of that, so much support and everything, we haven't really had a LAN until this month, this period, this moment. And it's really awesome to see everyone come together. And we actually have a trophy. I really didn't.
You didn't even
realize.
know.
No, I did not know.
You didn't even expect it.
I thought it was just they're going to Berlin.
Which is already pretty cool.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a trophy. I got a little glimpse of it earlier. And it looks like we are split here on the predictions. Guys, do you want to make your case here? Okay, we'll start with Quack first. I see that you've picked Xipto.
I think it just comes down to, we got to consider the fact that this is a bit of a revenge match. Best of 5, it's a new battleground, and I feel like Xipto just has a slightly bigger map pool. The players are just a little bit more cohesive. And if they are able to go in with that aggression that ZETA might not bring out, because ZETA, sometimes they get in their heads a little bit, this points towards a Xipto win.
And how about you, Miss Riku?
Okay, maybe if it's ZETA, day number 1, ZETA Division, day number 1, maybe I wouldn't have voted for them today. But after their match against Merc Gaming yesterday, I felt like I saw a different kind of ZETA Division. They were extra confident this time around. It's something that I've never seen before. Remember the Suzu aggressive playmaking style? She comes in really unexpected. She doesn't even need to wait for utility to go in. She just playing off of her instincts. The Akomoko duo to sort of, save the round, salvage the round, the multi-frags, and everything that comes together. Serena, with her energy on stage as well, she's extra vocal. So at that point, you are as well really stepping it up for every single round if she's the only player left alive. And all of these combined, that's why I'm really voting for ZETA Division.
Yeah, you never know with these kind of events, especially when it's a rematch.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, when they rematch, it's not all the time, but a majority of the time, the team that lost the first time around usually wins the second time around because they're in for that revenge match. In fact, ZETA Division's coach Ryota posted that on Twitter himself. He was like, we're here for revenge, and they want to win the second time around, even though they're both going to Berlin, and I think it's all good vibes and friendly competition. Quack, what do you think, though? How confident are you in that Xipto win? In that prediction?
percentage-wise.
Do you think it's going to be like a 3-0 kind of day? Or do you think,
Ooh.
you know, if Zeta wins, you're not going to be too surprised?
I would be a little bit surprised. I mean, I do believe in Zeta. Honestly, they looked a lot better yesterday, but I need to be able to see that consistency carry forward to today because I don't know if they're going to start to like mentally get shaken a little bit as well. I predict maybe a 3-1. Maybe Zeta takes away one map, but Xipto just feels way too comfortable, way too confident.
I have to ask this, a little troll, but if we see an Abyss, who would you predict? I'm sorry, it's a little troll, but I kind of want to know your opinions on it.
We're not gonna probably. I don't know. Zeta. We already heard from the interview. They're like, I don't want to play Abyss.
But they kind of saw each other as Abyss. I was like, oh, they're not 100% ready either.
Oh no, they suck at Abyss too.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should work on it and then come back.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, that is a hard
it a
question.
little
We're doing a hypothetical prediction here.
This is real.
Prediction for the hypothetical Abyss. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe
I'm
we
gonna
won't,
go with Xipto just because nobody fell down.
Yes, we got our first Abyss fall.
Yeah,
Also, speaking of firsts, here in Game Changers. Okay, so you go Xipto. Really? That's why?
Not really. I think, okay, if you want me to be full analyst, yeah, you know, Xipto, they have the executes. They got the Astra plays as well. So I think that's something that's very different. And of course, just, you know, Inari able to frag out so much. It looked better than how Zeta played. Okay. Sorry, Zeta.
Yeah, oh my god, it's just the first few minutes of the day and my cheeks are already hurting from smiling. For me, even though I'm voting for Zeta Division, I really agree with
Abyss.
Quack here. It is going to be Xipto. Just because the way that Xipto is just so strong mechanically, I feel like they can strong arm the set play that Zeta Division just really wants to deliver onto that map. The strong arming, Inari, Alexi duo is also a very fearsome duo. Yeah.
And they were okay on half of that map. To be honest, they looked more, at least they had a half to work around, where Zeta was kind of like, Coach, why'd you do that to me? You didn't prep this at all. Like, you just threw me in there cold.
Why you do this? Why?
Well, we did start from 8 teams, and Mur was one of my dark horses, and they made it really far. They went against Zeta Division yesterday and pushed back. It came really close in some of those games there. Do you guys want to highlight any shout out to any of the teams that have already been eliminated that, you know, you're just really impressed by?
Ooh, for me, just a quick shout out to Polly. I think her, well, not necessarily debut, but her experience over here on the LAN for the first Game Changer Pacific has been so fun. Her Astra has been phenomenal, and she's very inspiring. I want to be like her.
I want to be Polly when I grow up. How about you, Quack?
Oh my god, it's such a cop-out answer, but honestly, like, everyone has been awesome. Seriously, we've seen Baby TZ, not just Polly.
True.
Then you also got, you know, players from Fennel, and at the same time, Dorothy, like, first time playing on LAN, still able to ace, and Mint as well from Fennel also. Just huge shout-outs to all the players, honestly.
Yeah, Fennel, I think, has been phenomenal as well, and I've been really impressed with their gameplay here. I can see... I wouldn't have been surprised also if Fennel was here. But anyway, we are going to go to our grand finals. We got Xipto, we got Zeta Division ready for their walkouts. Let's welcome the teams.
If you're talking about just the Pacific trophy, I feel that we have worked very hard for it. So it's just another milestone. The trophy that we really want, Berlin. So I think we just need to keep working hard. But this trophy is just another milestone. My team is listening. What do I want to tell them? We better play better for grand finals. And for every map we lost, everyone's getting 1 TDM. I guess thanks to special shout out to XOXO01 for screaming with us, and Natito and KYKY for arranging a lot of the screams. Thanks for everyone who supported us, and then most importantly, my lao po.
素直に嬉しいのと、あと、実際勝つまで実感がなかったので、実際に勝てて今めちゃめちゃホッとしてます。初年度にフェンネル GC が世界大会出ててベスト8だったので、自分たちはそれ以上を目標にしてるので、一旦まずはそこに向かって取り組んでます。チームというより、日本にとって大きな意味があると思ってて、今年アセンションで、リドルチームにとってというより日本にとって大きな意味があると思ってて、今年アセンションでリドルが惜しくも負けてしまったんですけど、自分たちが勝ってまだ日本は強いチームがいるんだぞって見せたいと思います。めちゃめちゃナイスですかね。めちゃめちゃナイスと、本当によくやったって言ってあげたいです。
This is Valorant Game Changers Pacific. We have our grand finalists here. They've made it to this moment, their very first LAN here. We've got Xipto Esports facing off against ZETA Division. And not only that, this is the very first Game Changers trophy here in Pacific. We have our two coaches, Ryota and Kolbat, who've been standing by their teams, guiding them to this moment. This is going to be incredible. ZETA Division flying the flag up high for Japanese Valorant versus Xipto Esports looking to win it all today and again in Berlin.
This is huge for both of these teams. We get to see a preview. You got Xipto Esports already looking towards the far future. They're looking at Berlin already and claiming their rights and their throne over here of being the #1 team in Pacific. Meanwhile, for ZETA Division, it just means so much, not only for Fennel, not only for their organization, but the entirety of the Japan community over there for Valorant.
Yeah, it just really means so much. You can tell, like, talking about Riddle Order and everything, or even just representing ZETA Division out from Pacific, out in Game Changers Pacific. Both teams really have a lot to say, a lot to prove. Xipto, of course, you know, you've talked about it, going back into Berlin. They've already done quite a bit, but now they want to get that #1 spot.
Both teams want that #1 spot going into Berlin. Not only do they want to win, there is also a prize pool on the line. And you know what? There are a lot of fun things to do in Bangkok and a little bit of extra cash to have fun here, to go to Berlin with, spend
food
over there. Food. It's definitely food. It's always about food. One thing I can say about Game Changers players, everyone just is so into good food.
And super wholesome as well.
Yeah, the two teams now taking this very seriously. Again, while both teams have qualified, we could tell the energy there. They're relaxed in that they want to have fun today, but at the same time, they want to win. You want to make a really good impression going into Berlin. This is a moment they know all eyes are on them. A lot of people are curious is how strong is ZETA? They got too old last time they faced off against Xipto.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Xipto, even from the very beginning, even when, you know, Game Changers Pacific hasn't even started yet, a lot of the teams were looking at Xipto, oh, they're definitely going to win this entire tournament.
Yep.
This is going to be a dominant finish for them. But for ZETA Division, if they're able to take an upset against them, this is not only a big confidence booster, but now they can say in their minds like, ha, you can't count us out. We can really, truly make it.
Riku's got a point. I mean, thinking about yesterday's performance, ZETA looked in top form. I mean, not just like the players able to frag out, but like the confidence factor, the strats that they pulled off. It's like different from how they played that first game against Xipto.
That's right. We saw peak ZETA Division yesterday. On the other hand, we saw a little bit of shakiness for the first time from Xipto's side. Here we come with the map check. All right, we're not going to find that out today.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
No Abyss.
the respect onto Lotus, I very understand. I mean, Suzu had a lot of really amazing plays. The Akomoko duo as well has really shown their fangs. So totally understandable why this has been taken out.
Sunset, though, I think we're going to get to see that Neon face-off.
Yeah.
That could be really fun unless they switch back onto the Rays there. And Icebox and Haven, between these two, I think this is going to be a very interesting way to possibly close out our series.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tricky to say the least. I mean, the order in which these maps are picked clearly kind of point towards Xipto getting a slight advantage, especially for maps like, you know, Icebox, Sunset. We've seen really strong looks from Xipto as well from before. But if anything, it also kind of says that ZETA, they want to try to play around the map. They don't want to, you know, try to just face Xipto head on with a lot of aim duels and just executes, but trying to play around some of the lurks, especially on Sunset up around mid.
Yeah, I liked how you brought that up because whenever they were on attack, it was playing for time. It was Suzu roaming from one place to another on the Neon, looking at market, looking at mid, seeing if they get a pick, and after that, they would just try to rotate and play the mind games.
Yeah, and the fact that Ascent is the very last map, like you were saying, Quack, a lot of these maps tend to favor Xipto. At least historically, at least the way we've been seeing these maps played out over the last 5 days here, but we've seen a lot of changes, and here we go. Agent selects, it's going to be the Rays against the Neon. Inari, though, has been looking absolutely terrifying on that Neon. Her movement on it, she just looks very natural on this Agent. What are some of the things you guys are looking for out in this map with them facing off again one more time?
I feel like Xipto is just going to start a fight on mid and then just catch Suzu off guard. I feel like they're the team that's going to really hammer down the pain at the very beginning once the barrier breaks.
I think this is going to be very interesting. That's a good point, Riku. I think what ZETA Division has done really well on this map is especially on the attack side. We've been talking about this the last few days, especially on Sunset. They're fantastic at it, actually. Their map control is amazing. Their macro is really good, and their util usage, especially in small spaces, it's very overwhelming. Again, but the question is, on that defense, can they step it up the way they did yesterday, being a lot more aggressive, getting a lot more info and intel early on in the map? That will help them out a lot, especially going against such an aggressive, explosive team like Xipto, Quack.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to keep your eyes on Inari as well. I mean, apart from the agents, Inari pulls out the operator. ZETA needs to watch out.
All right. Map number 1 is ready. We are starting our grand finals with Sunset. We're going to go over to our casters, Quack and Rico. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Victoria, and I can't believe we're here. The culmination of the entirety of the sub-regional tournaments, now grand finals. BO5 now, Quack. Xipto from SEA. A lot of Filipino representatives as well. And of course, ZETA Division. Maybe some of you guys didn't have this team as your top 2, but here they are now.
And they are so fun to watch. Oh, what is this?
Oh.
I'm playing. Okay. But yeah, ZETA, they've been showing so many different looks all throughout the tournament. In the beginning, a little bit shaky, but ever since yesterday, the aggression, the setups they got now, definitely looking to shut down Xipto on the defense. They start off with a triple high-low stack out towards top of mid. Xipto, they're actually respecting this a lot. They're not over-peaking too much.
And this is definitely one of ZETA's strengths, their patience, their discipline. To not be impatient and be like, oh, it's really quiet. I want to make something happen right now.
Yeah, it's very different because Xipto in the past, they might have just rushed through somewhere, but especially around A main, I think. But this time, very careful. Just sightlines in towards market. They didn't see anything. Slow, full creep in towards B. They have to check and clear B main, but this is where there's a bit of contact. Shirazi, the flanker, getting taken down.
And there is that first blood, and there he's going to slide right through. Might get tagged by that tripwire. Serena, beautiful. But look at this, Kamiyu taking advantage from the pillar. Moko going to come through market. And it's a 3v2. Spike still not planted just yet. Maybe now. Double
30
sheriffs
seconds left.
coming from market,
Spike
and this
planted.
could spell disaster for Xipto. They're gonna go join through. They're looking at Boba. They're not looking at the right way, but the trade coming from Moko. And there you go. Zeta wins that pistol.
Great little retake. They took down Shirazi, and I think that's where the things started to fall apart. Xipto, they got collapsed on so quickly, Riku. I mean, this is something that we don't often see from Zeta, and you love to see it because they're starting to feel more confident in how they want to take the fight up to Xipto. This is just a pistol, yes, but Xipto are already being extra careful with how they slow creeped in towards the B site. And once they were met with a lot of resistance, I mean, the numbers just started to favor Zeta.
Yeah, they're so good at that coordinated peak, coordinated trades. As long as they have the numbers advantage, you can really assure that they will take advantage of that. And now, Zeta Division, they bought a bunch of sheriffs earlier, now they have a lot of guns.
Stingers, interestingly, it's Suzu in with the judge, so looking to exploit some of the close corners. Even blast backing in. Oh, she still has the sheriff.
What? She keeps it in, sees the two. Pain shells now. UR's gonna push through the side, but will fall. Unfortunately, couldn't find a kill. Kamiyu is gonna go through this, but the crossfire onto top mid might spell disastrous as Akko. The Stinger really reeling in the pain. Switches to the sheriff. The body shot's gonna work out, and Shirazi tries to do a little bit of a flank, but the overwhelming numbers are just too much.
Great start for Zeta, only dropping UR, and that's just like a Stinger being thrown away. Akko picks up the Spectre, so they get to carry significant weaponry into the next round. Especially, I gotta keep my eyes on that judge because you never know quite how Suzu is going to utilize it, and she still has a sheriff. Keep that in mind. Xipto, they really need to find a way back into this game, especially right now if they don't want to lose momentum.
And that's the thing, they were very confident with their aim from the very beginning. Not on ghosts. Double sheriffs at that. But let's see with the buy round now for Xipto.
Yeah, full Xipto stack in towards the A site. Calls towards a bit of a rush play. Aneri already in towards elbow.
What is that? The stun though!
Oh!
I thought it was gonna work out, but Suzu, the judge on the elbow, really was worth it. Alexi ain't gonna stop. Here comes the flash. Moko's gonna come through elbow as well. They didn't know that there's gonna be a second player, and she mows them down. Good thing Alexi and Shirazi was there. Now, into a 2v2. Akko, Sheriff, Serena Guardian. It's quiet.
You gotta keep your eyes on Serena. Not revealing their position. Xipto has to make the first move.
Exactly. The utility that they have, I mean, it's not a lot at the moment. Oh my gosh, Alexi though. The silence is broken. And Serena is going to peek through, and at the end of the day, Xipto is able to take that round.
Well played utility from Xipto. Sharp shooting as well. I mean, you could tell Zeta, they made the right calls, right reads. They had the setup towards A. The rotations were fast too. But you had this little fragment shock dart combo that took down Suzu. And at the same time, I mean, Alexi swapped on over to the judge for a second or two in case someone continued to push into her. A lot of foresight on this girl. And the way that she uses the recon, she was waiting for it to refresh up, and she uses the bounce to throw off her opponent's focus in that little hold, allowing them to push up. Now, next round, same quick rush in towards elbow.
And the biggest difference is that nobody is there anymore. They're going to give up a lot of the space and maybe do a 5-man retake instead.
Or perhaps trying to spray them down as they try to cross, but so far, position's not yet revealed. Moko up on top.
Interesting off angle now. Smoke is about to dissipate. That's a double smoke. I think with this angle, she can just continuously spray down. Still, just a bit of tags.
And now you got post plant set up from Xipto as well. Tara up on her own boxes. Meanwhile, you got Kamiyu going in to check out elbow. Everyone else pushing out towards spawn side.
That's why Suzu might have a hard time here. Here comes the retake. Everybody's gonna come in all at the same time. Good first blood by Moko. Kamiyu finds Suzu though. There's a tap on the spike. Tara and Shirazi. They're not allowing them to get close at all. Azako is the only one left here, but against 3, there's nothing much you can do.
Not quite able to pull out the utility, and now Xipto players close to their ultimates. They might have lost a pistol, but they come back in full swing, and that's what we're seeing. Tara up on those boxes in that post plant. I don't think Zeta really expected to check that corner. And then at the same time, you can see how Xipto really positions themselves towards spawn, towards elbow. They always have angles watch down towards Link, and at the same time, I mean, the flank watch from Camille as well. Just a lot of diligent work. Akko wide, unblinking eyes, a lot of focus. Some ultimates on Zeta's side as well.
Yeah, you've got the Showstopper, you've got the Rolling Thunder as well. Look at this, though, from Zeta Division. They're gonna sneak right in past the smoke into a recon, but they're gonna get stunned. Alexi has no choice, but the cage is gonna save her. Showstopper unleashed. The jumping jacks by Alexi is gonna save her, and they're using a lot of utility. He's able to escape, at least for now, but Ineri has the crossfire at the ready.
And this is information for Xipto as well. Great kill for Ineri, but now because they know that there are that many players pushing out of B, A is definitely clear.
Good reads by Xipto after all of that investment by Zeta.
And if they get the spike down, Riku, Alexi has the Hunter's Fury. They have so much time just to push and play around the site as well. They could fall back towards elbow or hold up from main. Zeta, they're caught in a pinch.
And the pinch is going to be coming from Ali at that. And here comes the retake. Paranoia. Moko and Serena gets 2 important kills. Moko is going to get stunned already by the gen. And Neri's still hiding inside. Yumor just peeks inside the smoke, anticipates that someone's going to be there. And Rolling Thunder as well is used. Now she sends her flying Tara. I thought she was going to clutch it for the team, but no, a thrifty for Zeta Division.
Yeah, fully concussed, not quite able to land the next shot. Takes a little bit of time as well because your fire rate has been impacted. But that said, an incredible retake from Zeta. Just keep your eyes on how they executed all of that. They did it together as a squad. They were no longer, in their own heads. Everyone pushes together, even though it's pistols, because they have the right pieces of utility, because they were that confident in pushing out together as a squad. Xipto had way too many targets to consider. And that is how Zeta takes in that pistol round win, breaking the economy. They get to pull things back together. Of course, though, Xipto, they still have their ultimates. They still get to buy back up, and that's something that Zeta's going to have to think about in this timeout.
Quack, it's just map number 1. It's just map number 1, and they're already leaving a very impressive mark against Xipto, forcing a timeout. You can see Coach Colbat waving his pen over there, saying some pointers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what sort of wasn't so good from Xipto in the previous round, but I can't honestly think of any. Because it was just that much better from Zeta. That's what it was. They had the guns, Xipto. They might have lost Shirazi, and, the spike kind of got dropped outside of B main a little bit. But Alexi quickly picked that up, and they recognized their map and how to push into A. It's just the fact that Zeta was that quick, that fast on the retake, that coordinated as well. So, once again, all this to figure out who's going to be the champion for Game Changers Pacific.
Their first ever trophy at that, on towards the side. And Neri forced back out of there. Suzu's going to get tagged a little bit, but Serena gets a frag onto Alexi. It is still a tussle onto B. And it feels like it's going to be a retreat for now.
So far, so good for Zeta. It was meant to be a little pickup by Xipto. They saw the player, but couldn't quite connect onto the next kill. And right now, you are funneled into her. She's so prepared.
Woo! She heard the footsteps. Her crosshair was so ready at that. Now she's going to fall back. And Neri trying to search for her. She can't exactly find her. You are with a cheeky angle. Suzu as well playing off from that swing amongst the chaos. And Neri, the only one left here, able to get a kill, forced to reload, and Serena just kills her.
My gosh. Cheeky beaky. You got a little angle onto the side?
Yeah.
And again, just Zeta able to fight back. You really have to break down, think about how they managed to hold out B main. It was a lot of early presence from Xipto, but because of the initial kill, because Alexi was downed, trying to peek out, trying to find some kind of way to fire back against Zeta, or at least to collect on that kill, but with the player just right around the corner. Xipto kind of got baited out into open positions. And once they lost the player, they started to feel too much heat. It's a clear rotation over to the other side. Zeta reads them like a book.
Oh yeah. It is, it feels like a sort of a head scratcher. Every single time someone is nearby to hear some footsteps, to hear rotations.
So now slowing things down a little bit. Xipto down to the pistols. A bit more presence all throughout the map. They don't see anyone pushing out, because why would Zeta do that? Aneri has the overdrive though, so using the dark cover now to try to look for some tripwires, but none to be found. Serena has them set up over on the A site instead. Xipto, they might call it to push through.
There it is. There's the scream coming from Neon. Aneri, overdrive activated. Tara finds Suzu. Laser beams, electricity, but Akko finds the head. But Aneri aims high and gets the shot onto Akko. Now the fast lane to create more chaos, and it does feel like it's going to be a 2v4 retake.
Not an easy one. Aneri has the rifle picked up as well. So they have to kind of clear up a little bit. Of course, they anticipate that they would be hiding inside of A main. You have the recon, you have the shock darts to toss into this little spot, but is that going to be enough though?
Yeah, you got no controllers, you've got nothing at all. Try to bait out a reaction, there's the flash, and things are falling down, just like dominoes. And Kamiyu, precise aim.
She tossed out the flashes just to throw off their crosshairs as well. Shirazi, even if Kamiyu didn't land the shots, Shirazi was flanking all the way from Arcade. So great plays from Xipto. And it was just a little bit odd because a sudden quick push from Aneri, and this is why she is the best, if not one of the best, if not the best duelist that we have in Game Changers. Just a tiny little sliver of a head or a forehead, and she's still able to like laser them down.
Yeah, the confidence to just go in all alone. As long as the overdrive is activated, she can really create a ton of space for Xipto.
So back to a different hold this time. Zeta wanting to pick up the ultimate orbs because they are close to some ultimates. Suzu, showstopper. Bit of control, but then again, it still is a thrifty. So slow rotations over onto the B site now after hearing the fast lane. Aneri's pushes usually is the green light for a retake.
Ooh, somebody's by pillar, but the flash is going to help. Aneri lands a couple of these shots.
Whoa.
I thought the transfer was going to happen, and Yor gets a double at that. But surprise, Alexi's by the corner. 3v2 now. Suzu will get spotted by this unless she jumps over it, but it might be risky, and she falls to eventually Moko. Well, round number 2 over here on the market angle. Still has to destroy it nonetheless. Now they know where she's going to be coming from.
Moko knows where they all are, but she can't really deal with it too easily. Tries to use dark cover to at least bait out some of their peaks or stick it to halfway.
Maybe? This is probably going to spot her out, and that's just going to be a classic spray down. 4-4, even.
I'm trying to think, what's that little rope game, the one where you like crawl under it?
Limbo.
Limbo?
Yeah.
It's called Limbo? Okay.
Limbo Rock is
something. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what Zeta was trying to do, up around that tripwire. It's a very interesting, I wonder if it's a deliberate tripwire from Shirazi. Just to bait them into peeking out with that little corner, because obviously they won't want to break it and they won't want to step out on the other side to step into the tripwire. So they're just kind of using that angle, and Shirazi was already prepared for it. So interesting setup from Xipto, and they are able to tie up the score because of it. Guns are good, and they have their ultimates up as well. And Zeta need to find a way to come back into the game, and that's what this timeout is for. Coach Ryota, I mean, they had the lead from before, but now starting to lose out in the economical game.
If we were to contrast the score now with their performance, with Zeta's performance against Xipto in their previous matchup, what? It was 5-13, 4-13. They didn't even reach map number 3. It was a complete stomp by Xipto. So seeing them now at this score is just really shows that Zeta Division really changed.
This is grand finals energy. Whoa, observer.
Oh, what's going on?
He missed. He was trying to go into the basket. Nice try, man.
Nice try. Oh well, it happens. So a quick retreat by UR to dodge a scan. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
She's hiding up around generator. Trying to anchor down the site alongside Moko because they have a little bit of a crossfire set up towards elbow. We got to watch out for Link as well, and that's what Serena's trips are meant to do. Zeta trying to do a good job at covering most of the info lanes, but Xipto, they stay hidden. And if they set themselves up towards Link, towards Elbow, they could just full execute into the site. They've actually pulled enough attention away back into the A site just because of Inari as well as Alexi. The rest of the squad is actually heading into B, but here comes the next Alexi with a Hunter's Fury.
The fact that she's able to make that play all by herself. And now having to force a lot of these rotations onto A. Now they have to run all the way back here.
Slight little misplay on the flash and the trip, but
yeah.
We got the spike down, we're good.
That's what matters.
ZETA gets the retake though.
Ooh, Suzu with a showstopper, finds one! Decides to keep the showstopper. Eventually, Shirazi is gonna come through. Guns out, Serena now onto the spike.
Whoa.
She's gonna tank it, she's gonna stick it, she's not going to flinch. Actually gets eliminated by Shirazi. At least it's already half. Smoke has now expired. There's no flank, it's all onto main.
Smoke's now back up from Moko.
Oh, Shirazi though, Akko with a good flash, and now they're sticking it, now they defuse it. Zeta Division is able to clutch it.
All thanks to Moko and her patience. Xipto! What just happened? They meant to shoot that down. They meant to get the right fake out play. Presence into A, we get the spike down on B, but slight mishaps on the timing of things, and ZETA got to come back in just to cause a bit enough damage, especially with that showstopper from Suzu. I mean, Camille was quick on it. She threw it out to 0 point, but Suzu was still quick to react. So incredible plays from both duelists, both teams right now. But at the end of it, ZETA, they had the patience, they waited for the dot cover, and they went back into 6 TQs. Quick execute to the A side from an area this time.
Yeah, no waiting this time. UR though doesn't even need any of her utility because she's gonna get straight right into it. Kamyu with a second frag for the team, and it is going to be another retake for Zeta Division. Spike plant.
A retake where they don't quite have the numbers this time, and look at how they're pushing out.
Oh my gosh, aggression non-stop. Tara mowing them down onto Ali. Suzu, the only one left here. Does she save? Does she want to eliminate more players? That's 3 onto Ali. Paint shells thrown out. Gets a nasty headshot there. She might aim for more.
She's gonna try. She has the boom bot. Oh, but the Cam.
Cam spotted her over here, now trying to find a better angle, but they're gonna swing off of each other, and it's dead even again, Quack.
This is just such a seesaw match.
Yeah!
Very well deserving of Grand Finals energy. Ladies and gents, you are getting treated.
Yep.
But one way or another, it's the sudden quick approach from Xipto that really throws ZETA off. I mean, previous rounds, you would have a bit more slow pacing or a bit of a fake here and there. And if you were ZETA right now, you're very confused because I thought it was going to be a fake play. I thought it was going to be slow. All of a sudden, they are rushing into A. All of a sudden, they're continuing to push down into spawn with Camille's pop flash. What is going on?
Honestly, I thought from the get-go for Xipto, they were just going to go from the very, very beginning. Maybe they've solved it. Maybe they've realized if we just go, they're just going to have to catch up and be confused.
And that's the mental game that Xipto plays. ZETA now trying to catch up to it. They've cleared out A, they've picked up an alt orb, but there's 2 rounds left towards the end of the half. All pistols. ZETA needs whatever they can get.
Oh, maybe this is it with a double peek from Akko and UR as well.
Whoa.
There's going to be 3 people coming from outside. Kamayu is stunned. He's going to swing bomb from the side of Suzu with a Spectre kill. Akko, 1 health left. Gets a free upgrade as they're going to spray them down onto market.
Trying to set up for the utility as well. She's got the flash points. Suzu could blast back in.
Yeah, she has 100 health. It's still complete. She's at the ready already. She's going to jump right through towards the side, but they were already looking at her angle. Alexi trying to find another, and the second. It's intense. Quack.
I can hear her screaming.
Yeah.
That's Alexi. Oh my God, Riku, what is
happening? It is Grand Finals.
It's the Grand Finals. That's what's up. Look at how Camille holds this. Despite being fault-lined, despite being chased away by the paint shells, she has nerves of steel. 1 shot with the Vandal, and she takes down a player. She continues to get rushed through as well, but her value has already been found. And they are happy about that one for sure. 1 round away from possibly turning this to 7 and 5. ZETA, they have the ultimates though.
Let's see what they do with it. And it feels like it has been pressed W all this time. Beautiful scan from the side of ZETA Division. And that's going to be another kill by URN as well. Moko, Shrouded Step, out of there. Doesn't want to get choked upon.
And Akko is here to relay as well. I mean, she's got the Aftershock that could block off Elbow. So instant damage already done by ZETA, thanks to Moko. I mean, she's actually adapting to the pace at which Xipto plays. I think some of the Japanese teams, especially playing against SEA sometimes, they aren't quite used to the pace.
Yeah.
And sometimes what you need to do, instead of like, you know, setting things up perfectly, going for aim duels, you have to read and anticipate and just spray things down.
And eventually, having to match the gun power, the firepower as well, the mechanics, 2v4. This looks really good for ZETA Division.
Planted.
All right. Xipto, they have the spike, they have the timing. Trying to slip through the dark covers.
What if they push? Just like that, as Kamiyu already by the stairs. There's the jump peek. They've identified they're gonna peek as 3. What a clean, coordinated swing by ZETA.
Nice try. But still, ZETA, with the numbers, will prevail. You could see in that final moment, because Moko set up the dark cover towards B main, they thought that, you know, typically you would hide around B main, but that's not what Xipto does. They push out. And from the push out, they managed to get at least 1 or 2 kills. I thought maybe Taro would hang back a little bit. Kamiyu did so much work, but unfortunately, ZETA wins out in the duel. And that's what I'm talking about. You start off right with Moko getting the first pick. She anticipates where Ineri would slide into, and she just sprays down the garden hose.
All calculated indeed. But no, use this time to get some snacks, because I know we're going to be here for a long time. Welcome back, everybody, over here on the very first map of our grand finals. It's going to be a BO5, so I hope you guys are back with snacks and drinks.
Yeah, and make sure you keep things clean. Toss it into the dumpster where Tactibear belongs. No, I'm playing.
Poor Tactibear.
We end the first half 6-6, Riku. I don't think any of us expected this result.
Yeah.
But who's going to break away from the tie? Who's going to be the first team to take the lead? It all comes down to this pistol. Xipto on the defense. They do have, you know, the initiators and the sentinel to set this up. ZETA, though. Suzu, Akko, Moko, we've been seeing great stuff from them so far. They're taking things a little bit slow. Xipto pushed all the way down mid. Spotted out by the recon. Good job from UR.
I really like this from ZETA. This is a very good read, like a calculated read. They expected, oh, they're probably going to aggress somewhere, most likely mid, and they deter that aggression.
Back in towards it. Holding the angle towards tiles, and Eri spots them out.
Remember, Suzu has always been the #1 contributor for First Blood in Sunset. They won through that opening pick, and I feel like that's the reason why they're aggressing much more, but they like to play their time just like this.
Yes, trying to poke and prod, figure out where Xipto is set up. We need Suzu to stay alive, and she's got the paint shells especially, which can hold players off. So Xipto, now that they've gotten a bit of information, I think they're reading that this is an A hit. And Neri coming in with the flank, that could be huge if she plays the timing right. At the same time, Xipto now all set up towards Link. You're looking for that pop flash play.
Here we go, Kamiyu. onto Link from the side. Trying to playfully peek, possibly from the players on alley. Here comes the poke. Suzu tagged a little bit here. The smoke dissipates, and she's ready for the shots. 70 HP, and Eric with the flank. Now they're ready for this shot as well. Here is Serena. They're doing so much work onto this pistol hold. And Serena's the only one left here. Alexi and Tara, they duo it out, and they win this first round of the second half.
It's the reads, it's the setup.
It is over.
A little bit awkward with Inari.
A little bit.
She like wanted to sprint out, and then she saw someone. She's like, "Oh, I gotta get back." But yeah, otherwise a good kill from Zeta. But towards the end of it, this is the big kill. This is the one that makes all the difference in the round. Alexi and Ari, Shirazi as well, they were all set up towards the back, and not to mention Tara, who threw in a very crucial paranoia, blinded the sight. So anyone from Zeta who was hiding up around or setting up towards a generator, they got affected, and that's when that kill comes through. So Xipto, showing that they have clear retake plans, Zeta needs to adjust. Whoa.
Yeah, from multiple areas, and now Rosie has to pull back a little bit here. It's a very full stack of Zeta players.
Yeah, she gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful here. I don't know why I just did that, but look at that, Suzu! No! She's gonna get stand, gonna get tagged by the tripwire as well. Serena hiding through the Cypher cage, and Alexi's gonna get another kill for Xipto. Neri can't see a thing, has to run away for now, as UR wants to press the issue. Alexi again with a triple, and make that a 4.
My God, Alexi, Francisco! She had the Spectre, swapped over to a Ghost because why not? She's more accurate with it anyway. 4 kills in the round, she's 1 away from her ultimate now. We just started the second half, dude.
I know!
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
16 kills, a flawless win. This is exactly what you want to have from Xipto, because this is going to give them big and huge momentum inside of the second half. They are set up perfectly. Yes, this was an anti-eco. And you would have wanted Zeta to at least, wrangle 1 gun away or something. But as soon as they dived in, Xipto just reacted. Full buy round now. Zeta in with the slow approach. One-way smokes from Xipto, and they are exploiting that, trying to use it to get into close range.
Even with a switch onto defense, Xipto wants to be extra aggressive. You can see the pings to push forward onto spawn. And Inari even looking through tiles. They just don't want to stop. They just want to keep the pressure going.
Paranoia out as well. So a lot of information gained, but Zeta hasn't really quite revealed themselves. Now they can re-clear back into A. And if they do it just right, they might be able to take down Inari. She only has an outlaw. So full armor from all players of Zeta. This should be good enough, but okay, not challenging it yet. Top mid.
Suzu right now. Beautiful shots. Alexi, though, trades it off with Akko.
Paint shells in just to hold them back as well. Now Zeta has to reconsider their options. A little bit of noise cut away. Now you're never quite sure if there is a player pushed up from A main or B main. But because you've got Serena all the way deep in the market, she's calling B clear.
30 seconds clear, left. No cam at all. And the timing is unfortunate.
Oh, Shirazi.
For Shirazi. Serena, oh no, someone's behind you. I don't know. Okay, smokes in. She is safe.
Oh.
They're going through multiple areas over here. Quack. Market pretty much covered. Let's see how this goes.
Kawaii.
Cage triggered.
Kawaii. It's scary.
It is. Indeed. Especially if Suzu and UR is going to do just that. I mean, it is an eco for the side of Xipto, but they want to make it harder for Zeta to secure this round. Maybe take a few guns, but again, such a fortress onto market. And Aries going to slide through, doesn't get the transfer as Shirazi gets another kill. We talked about how to make this hard, and that's -3 for the next round.
Zeta doing a good job at playing and working around the map. That's why they picked Sunset. This is what we wanted to see. On their defensive half, they started to push out so much. That was something Xipto did not expect. That's why we ended 6-6. On the attacking half, though, they kind of slowed things down, gather information, worked around it a little bit. And what you really love is Serena being that daring to sneak all the way in towards Boba, called out B-side clear, they had the spike down, and Moko quick reactions to get the smokes up. Because of that, they were able to hold out you know, 4 positions up towards Boba, up towards Market, but here it comes. What is this quick execute from Zeta?
I know, this seems like uncharacteristic, but they're gonna do it anyways. But unfortunately, Tower finds Suzu's head, and Aries ready for this off angle. Even they get a double, but you are in Serena. Maybe, just maybe, they try to equalize it.
Full clash, Serena in for the, oh no, she got off at the wrong time. Now picked it up just in time for the New World Theft.
Good thing. Shirazi. Okay, yeah, they're gonna back away.
Yeah, they see everyone's on A. Let's go get the spike on B. Nigero.
Hashire. They can do it.
Wow, they're actually cutting noise and playing the mind game too now. So UR has a big job. She has to sell the fake shock darts, footsteps, everything in the kitchen sink. Meanwhile, for the rest of them, timing is right, and they have to clear the site just fast enough to get the spike down on A, but no, UR dies.
UR dies, but it's a fake. The spike is all the way onto A. There's gonna be a two-woman hold, but Serena and Akko are
so low. This means they have to find the right positioning, catch Xipto by surprise. 1 or 2 headshots is good enough. Try to at least whittle this down to a 1v1. But look at how they're set up. They're pushing together into spawn.
Oh, do they see this though? But I think it's a good read from Xipto already. Now the jig is up. Akko, unfortunately, with this off angle. Shirazi is prepared for that.
Shirazi
is ready. Yes.
Yeah. It's Xipto. Honestly, the game plan, I think, a little bit unfortunate for Zeta.
Yeah.
Again, it's the low HP. I think maybe they weren't quite expecting Xipto to be rotated over onto spawn that quickly. I think they wanted to hold more off angles, but they couldn't quite get the spacing to do that. So, nice attempt regardless. The fake was meant to be successful. The execute they had in mind as well. But ultimately, it's Xipto. Quick reactions. It's just a couple of players, but they are so capable of anchoring down, you know, elbow and a site. Zeta, they got to think about it. They got to juice themselves back up with Boba.
Standing ahead.
For sure. Our observer.
Yeah, thank you, observer. Let's see here now. Look at this from Moko. Constantly when we looked at her Lotus plays, she's actually the one playing very far back, is able to catch a lot of the stragglers, and that's why they get the numbers advantage. Maybe we're going to see that once more.
Trying to at least make that happen. Moko just still lurking. Smokes off, Market. Calls out from Akko for Zeta to play up around mid, but the game is honestly slowly starting to slip away from Zeta. Xipto, they have the economy. Unless this is Thrifty win, you would expect Xipto to walk away with double digits and more. Oh!
Ooh, big damage.
That was Moko.
Yeah, big damage on to Veneri. Forced to retreat. Kami, though, finds Suzu, so they have no entry. No explosive satchel into the site. You are ready to cut a couple of damage, perhaps, as Moko lands a very important shot onto Tara. Alexi takes her down immediately. The trades are crazy, but Serena can't do a single thing. It's just overwhelming force from Alexi.
And once again, it is Alexi. Francisco.
Let's go.
I can't believe how she does it so many times. In with the Phantom, she sprays, and she gets the triple kill. But as soon as she runs out of ammo, like, she doesn't fall back to reload, swaps over to Shorty, and takes down Serena in quick fashion. And because of that, once again, like what we saw in you know, round 2, round 3 of the second half, she's very close to her Hunter's Fury once again, and she's been so good at using that to force Zeta to disperse on their attack. So although this was Zeta's map pick, although we saw an awesome defense half from Zeta, this is now 7-10, Riku.
Yep. Double digits reached onto Xipto, and it's so scary. Out of all the teams in Game Changers Pacific, the scariest one to gain momentum, to feel like, oh my gosh, they're online, it is definitely Xipto.
You definitely don't want that. The coach trying to find a way to get themselves back into the game. I think Zeta, they have a couple of players who are close to ultimates, and what we are seeing is, you know, Moko is able to pre-aim and pre-fire certain positions, getting a dink, getting a crucial share of kills. It's fantastic. UR has her own Hunter's Fury as well. Some of them close to some ultimates. Oh, okay, this is definitely some kind of set play to give Akko her ultimate. And then off of that, maybe try to find a way into the site. If not, save that for post-plant. And that's what Zeta needs.
Yeah, they definitely need something that would envelop, cause a lot of repositioning, flush them all out from Xipto. They're holding the spike first. Maybe they'll try to find a pick before anything else.
Yeah, keep it tucked away. We do have Suzu all the way in towards elbow. Aneri now has the operator, though. This is quite scary. They marked down B main, anticipating that maybe Zeta were going into B main to pick up the Altor, but this is great information from Xipto now, because now they know, all right, the hit's definitely not towards B. Maybe they're holding back towards spawn, maybe they're somewhere around mid, and that's why Xipto are starting to move all around the map, trying to investigate and check. The sight hit into A needs to be great, though.
Yeah, there's just so much coverage. There is the camera. You can't push onto alley as much because of the tripwire. They gotta be careful. So they're planting quite close to the elbow here.
Yeah, look at how they're doing this as well. Smokes out and they spray just to make sure that no one from Xipto will be right around the corners to deny that spike plant. But here's the thing, Xipto, they're setting up for a bit of a post retake. And Aneri has the overdrive. Now they're going in.
Ooh, this is spooky. This is scary. Oh my gosh, Rolling Thunder as well being used. But still, Camille and Alexi says, nope, we don't really care. Tara adding into the pain. Moko's the only one left, but they take her down anyways. And Xipto, what is that?
A devastating loss for Zeta. I cannot believe that that's how it went down. Riku, I am starting to tear up.
I understand. It was Rolling Thunder.
It was Rolling Thunder. Akko had it. She sent it into the right spot, but she just did not expect or anticipate the fact that Aneri and Alexi, in with the overdrive, they would push into elbow that much more quickly. And that is the strength of Neon. That is the strength of a good Neon, because you have that sprint, you have that high gear, that ability. So it really throws off, you know, the timing and how you're paced and how you're moving across the map. Akko just kind of misread that. Very unfortunate. This is now potentially map point for Xipto. Aneri in with the operator again.
Even a paranoia at that to add into the mix that forces them to retreat.
Okay. Yeah, Zeta's like, yeah, no.
We out of here.
We out. Where we going? What's up?
We
don't know. We go back to mid. Yo, the operator's here again. There's two offs. What?
I have no idea where Quack is getting this from. I love it though. I love it. I love the energy, Quack.
It's really tough for Zeta to find a way into the map right now.
Oh dear. Look at that as well. The fadeaway. Zuzu though, trying to make things happen here. Unable to find the kill onto the players at Tapioca. Aneri having an angle already, but the paranoia is going to block their shots. They still have a bunch of stingers. Maybe they try to make this work. The close melee range, it doesn't really matter. And Xipto, match point.
Just incredibly oppressive map control. Zeta, they already didn't have the guns. You would think maybe they were trying to explode into the site with some sudden execute somehow, but they were already blocked off towards B main. If they tried to rotate or cross over from mid, Alexi marked them down. Like, where are they gonna go? That's why that voice came out.
That's what you mean. Okay, now I get it. Thank you so much for explaining. I'm a little slow.
It's a little bit casual.
Yeah, where are we going?
You knew that Zeta didn't have any legs in that race for that round, so now this is gonna be map point. Their final stand. They have the full buys. They got a couple of ultimates here and there. Camille in with an all command though.
Double operator at that as well.
Again?
Yeah.
Shirazi is the one holding it this time. Oh, she's anticipating an elbow play. Zeta's not in towards A though. Not yet anyway. Slow creep up. Maybe mid, maybe market. Aneri's marking tiles.
Oh, good thing they are prepared. Yeah. But no one's going to peek mid just yet even. So Suzu can't exactly... Their win condition on Sunset was Suzu to get first blood, but Xipto, even though they're an aggressive team, they're not really impatient as well.
At the very least, Zeta all the way up towards top mid. Maybe Suzu finds an opportunity here. The Boombot, gather information, or the Blast Pack just to surprise someone on the other side of the smoke!
Woo! I thought the flick was gonna be there for Camille, but Suzu is just much faster. Even forces out the Hunter's Fury. Again, Xipto already at match point here. Camille is gone. UR finds the operator, the first operator player. And Uri has been eliminated. Serena even sneaking her way at B. Now they're about to plant the spike.
This is such a big map. Zeta made the right reads, found the right gaps into the site. Heavy investment from Xipto. Oh, and the newer theft from Serena as well. Why not? Yeah. So they know that now Xipto is definitely opting for the save. But if you take a look at the minimap, I kind of like this. You got 5 players. Why not? Akko in for the hunt. Akko.
Akko.
Nice.
Nice, Akko. The way that they maneuvered or moved around the map was so... That's what we were looking for, is to just come from different parts of the map and forces Xipto to kind of tunnel vision on a certain point. And then there you go. Serena's going to come from, you know, B main. One's going to go from market.
Aw, they're not going to push. They're just going to keep Xipto inside of A.
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right.
We're happy about that one.
Save up for the economy. Why not? That's also a good plan. 4 rounds to push us to overtime. Operator bot back up again from Xipto. But because it's an op, so you would expect slightly slower plays. They're probably trying to hold certain angles out towards the map. ZETA could use this to find yet another gap.
Let's make 'em dance.
So far it has been top mid, B main, market as well.
Multiple angles for the side of ZETA Division. It's a tall hill to climb still, but looking at the numbers is not that far of a climb. You just don't have leeway for any mistakes whatsoever.
Not too bad from ZETA. They start things off by jump peeking a lot of the common spots. They don't see anything towards mid, so they know that they can kind of use that to their advantage. They spotted out Alexi as well, though, in with the Yal drone. More jump peeks. Neri hasn't fired off a shot yet. I think they spotted her on the minimap, so now trying to call to retake this position, set up for the B hit. But how do you deal with Neri? You've got to land a good fault line, Akko.
It has to be perfect. Now they need to guess because she's moved to the opposite side of the pillar.
Whoa.
Now they're moving.
Wait. Yeah, they're moving. Riku, what is this?
Yeah.
Bit of presence, and they keep Xipto up towards B, and quick cut of noise and rotations into A site.
Moving again.
Tara.
Yeah, fake. Showstopper now. Suzu gonna enter A. Now this is gonna force. Look at the rotation.
Oh my
Xipto's going to
God.
A now.
Double
30
ish.
seconds left.
It's a fake.
Double-ish fake. Yeah.
And they get to sneak into B side for free. Jump over. Whoop. Nobody gets tripped. Oh my God, this is perfect.
And the Showstopper doesn't even need to kill anyone. It just needs to
The spike
fake.
just got planted. Xipto's like, huh?
Oh, wait, what? I thought it was A.
Uh-oh, Serena.
Serena with a beautiful angle. They're not ready for this shot. She wants to back away, but the second player followed up. And she realizes they're taking down ZETA 1 by 1. This isn't exactly what ZETA Division wants. Akko, though, can play spoiler from tiles. Still waiting for a second player? No. No one's going to follow that up. At least now it's 3v3. There's still that tripwire, by the way. I hope that doesn't bite them in the back. I don't exactly think they need to push further. As Alexi is going to be diffusing. She's going to stick it. They can see a single thing. They're bringing it down. Xipto takes map number 1 in this grand finals.
What a brilliant way to kick off our grand finals. It was neck and neck, back and forth between the two squads. You could see how strong ZETA Division was on this map, but there was a moment in the second half where that Rolling Thunder went out from the side of Xipto there, and things started to really change for their squad. But ZETA Division was fighting till the very end, and what a crazy last round with that fake, that last attempt at the fake there. And this is, of course, Tash. I saw a sign in the audience from the back, and I was like, that must be Tash, because only Tash makes signs, like awesome signs like this. So this is great. I'm definitely big fans there. Yeah, but what an intense round, especially that last match there. We saw people try to go under the trap wire, and then they ended up going over the trap wire there. But it was a good play, a good idea by ZETA, but it wasn't quite enough, guys. How do you feel about this?
I am not okay.
That was it. It could have been like a 9-12 or something.
I know, yeah. It really could have. And then just Alexi sucked the defuse. What?
Yeah. I'm shocked because it started off really like big brain play. Like, oh my God, it's so confusing. Xipto was falling apart, but then this one just sticking, even though she was stunned for just a moment, she just stuck it.
I was so desperate to try and find it as well. Oh, celebrations from Alexi.
Oh, I was taking notes. I have some words with you ladies because it was actually a little bit too close. It was a little worrying there. I think if you're a Xipto player, yes, they must be so relieved right now, especially with all that second half really getting momentum there. But Zeta Division, I think this is a testament to how good the squad actually is and how much they've improved. They said it themselves. Suzu posted about this. She said, I didn't perform my best at the beginning, but I'm ready to perform today. And we just saw some great performances coming out from Zeta.
I love their growth, but just but.
It was a bit anticlimactic, you know, the hype at the very first few seconds of that round.
26 kills, only 8 deaths.
Oh my god, Alexi, please.
Just doesn't get phased by any of it, and that's why she had the cojones to stick on that defuse. What? I just still can't. Zeta, they've grown so much. They had such an incredible play with those fakes and hopping over the trip. You can hear like the Mario jump-in sound in your head. But even then, like, although they had the fakes, although they had Akko on the lurk and she was able to, you know, take down a couple players as they approached, on the little retake where they took down, I think, Serena back towards spawn, just outside of Boba, that was kind of one of the biggest plays that gave Xipto the space they needed to get back in the site, because Tara used her from the shadows to throw off Serena's crosshair. Serena made a quick split-second decision where she was like, do I shoot the Omen, who's like mid-TP, or do I kind of hold and wait for someone else who might peek out of the smoke? And she unfortunately shot the Omen instead. And that's when, you know, Xipto start to overwhelm her, start to push in through Boba, and then, of course, Alexi up around the pillar. That's how they took that round away, and that's when you have all of these crazy moments from Xipto where they just don't let the tiny things phase them at all.
Yeah, this is where the experience really comes in for the squad. While Zeta Division have been together for quite a while, maybe just as long as the core of this Xipto team here, Xipto just has a lot more stage experience. And these moments, this is when we get to the grand final moments where you see the difference between those who have stage experience and those who don't. This has been a crazy way to start our grand finals, right? We're going to go into map 2. Quack is going to regain his composure, and we're going to go into map 2 of Icebox. So guys, don't go away.
Save up if you want advice. You do. If you come at me, you better bring your A game. Step it up, step it up. If you think you got this, don't you hesitate. Run it up. You can't compete with someone who doesn't play your game. You can't compete. Can't you see we're not the same? My eyes get a different view. Big dreams you cannot subdue. Watch and learn a thing or two. You do. Climb into a higher plane. Get smaller with every aim. Watch me as I take that reign. You do. If you come at me, you better bring your A game. Step it up, step it up. If you think you got this, don't you hesitate. Run it up, yeah. You can't compete with someone who doesn't play your game. You can't compete, hey. Don't you see we're not the same?
I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I am no regular citizen. Do you understand what you witnessing? You cannot tell what the difference is. I want it all and I'm winning it. I do not care about opinions. Time to make a few decisions so I can take a your position. I'ma go get it, I'm punching and kicking. I keep on moving, they after me. Just do it and stop at a talking G. I'm not expressing no modesty. I can't see nobody stopping me. If there's a problem, I gotta solve it. Straight to the top, I can't see myself falling. I gotta grab it, there's no time for stalling. Number one son, don't have other options. Now I'm fired up. I'm sorry, brother, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. I came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I want it now, and I ain't never gonna back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gonna back down. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta. I want it now, and I ain't never gonna back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gonna back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gonna back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gonna back down. Said I'm fired up. I'm sorry, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. Came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up.
Put me in the ring like a king. I'll go off, beat you to the punch, leave you stunned, and I won't stop till I'm the last one standing. And they call me champion. When it's do or die, everything's on the line. I won't back down until victory is mine. I'll be the last one standing when they call me champion. You know it's a matter of time, a matter of time before I come to get what's mine. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. You know it's a matter of time, a matter of time. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter.
Staying humble cause I have to grow. Don't need no distractions, so they gotta go. In my flow, keeping hopes high. Gotta try and survive, it's my life, so I strive to be the best. And I say that with my chest. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitation. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. This is God-given, ain't no restrictions. They always talking but ain't got no diction. Every fairy with it, but I'm scary with it. You'll get buried in it, horror like I'm carrying it. On the mission, be the best, not like any of the rest. Got the goals, ain't got stress. Are you ready?
Welcome back to Valorant Game Changers Pacific. We are on Grand Finals Day and we just finished map 1 of Sunset. It was extremely close. It was Zeta's map pick, but it ended up going in Xipto's favor. Now we got map 2 lined up. It's been an incredible day. Now we saw the whole map draft, best of 5 today. The first map and the last map, Sunset and Ascent, is definitely stronger for the side of Zeta, but they just lost one. We're gonna be going to Icebox now. How are you guys feeling about this as we go into Icebox?
Icebox has been always very conditional for Zeta if they want to bring this back from, you know, this entire Grand Final series. When we looked at their match against Fennel, it was very specific. Win condition was mainly Suzu. Suzu on the jet, Suzu having Blade Storm, flying, getting multi-frags, guarding yellow or guarding pipes area. Those 2 win conditions have always been very specific. I've never exactly seen Icebox 1 where it was the Akumoko or is you are clutching. I haven't exactly seen that just yet. It has always been about Suzu.
It's, how do I say this? I mean, neither team has picked this throughout this tournament, so it's going to be a little bit like fresh for them jumping into it. But I can see why Xipto picked it. The last time they played this against Sisu in the Grand Final of Stage 2, 13-2. They won 13-2. Aneri, Camille, I mean, okay, we're already seeing like everyone stepping up on the server already, so that's Xipto in a nutshell.
So it's not going to be an Abyss situation because we did see the map, just not necessarily here in Bangkok at Game Changers. But here's the map draft. A little bit of an adjustment here from UR, deciding to go with the Sova, that recon dart, and probably going to utilize the Hunter's Fury for those post-plant situations.
As opposed to the Gecko, so you definitely want to be seeing her use that to kind of deny Xipto. I mean, any advantage they can get, especially in the post-plant scenarios or retakes, is always welcome. Meanwhile, for Xipto, I mean, this is what they've worked with. It's tried and true. Camille is always in good for those pop flashes, and the 0 points on this map can be very crucial, especially if she lands them perfectly into the A site. So Zeta, they need to be aware of some of the potential lineups, and they need to kind of play with that in mind.
With the confidence now built up by Xipto from the, well, they've always been very confident, you know, even at the very beginning. I think the difference maker is that, are they willing to take early fights on mid, on a tube peak, or onto either on a nest peak and stuff like that?
Yeah, again, Zeta Division can't really falter, especially on that defense. You need to think quicker. They need to push out, get info as quickly as possible, especially a map like Icebox, where a lot of crazy things. All right, we are going to go into the match. Quack and Riku once more will yap us through this.
And yap, we shall. Thank you, Victoria. This is it. Game number 2 this time around. Xipto, it was close on Sunset. But when you mention it, Quack, the difference, the contrast, Xipto able to get a 13-2 finish back in their sub-regional tournament. But Zeta, they've won Icebox before, but against Xipto, that's the question indeed.
Yeah, let's see if they can actually pull that off. Zeta on the attacking side and a slow creep up. They're, like Victoria mentioned, they're kind of looking for information. Actually, possibly going up tube, and they could possibly exploit that.
Yeah, nope, Killjoy set up right there, but see Suzu's shoulders for just a moment. Serena is going to be staying quite shortly, and the flash, a double at that, finds their mark, and now it is Suzu forced to back away.
I'm like, how do we even yap this? You can see like Xipto just pushing out all over the place. Alexi now down to the last player, Akko. Oh. We can't. I can't. No, it's flawless.
Yeah, I just find it very interesting that they did not commit to the kitchen push. They actually went back, decided to fight the flank of Xipto here.
Right. I mean, It's I don't know what to analyze.
Yeah.
Like-
maybe that's just the question that I had in mind.
How do you
know?
commit to anything? Because you just take a look at the minimap in that whole round, right? Camus already marked down kitchen.
Yeah.
And then you got, this little B squad from Xipto pushing out of the garage area and just continuing to push through. And screens was marked down as well. So all over the place, Xipto, they won in every single individual fight. Now they're winning out in this one with Shirazi. You got an outlaw as well. Oh boy.
This is a thinker. Let's see, Neri now with that Outlaw, able to find a pick first, but Shirazi able to find Moko. Now onto Yellow Control, as Shirazi sprays them down. Suzu tries to salvage anything at all from the map, but nothing. It is just a clean swipe over here on round number 2.
Practically perfect. Alexi only had a Sheriff as well, so not too much lost. They just pick things back up right where they left off. I think I just saw an op being brought up as well. Xipto? Hello? Zeta are just trying.
Yeah.
One enemy.
They're trying to push out a B.
Yeah.
Was he up in round 3?
Oh my dear.
Oh my god, Riku.
Oh dear. And if you pair that with, the Alexi setups, actually, it is going to be Alexi on the Outlaw this time. Doesn't find, doesn't connect, but at least they have information.
See, and that's the 0 point I was talking about. Camus immediately spots out all 3 from Zeta. And this kind of funnels Zeta back in towards B. And if you look at the mini-map as well, Tara, alarm bot up around green. She's already rotating back. She's in an elevated position. Good spot to really take down any potential spike plants.
Yeah, having that information, having to kind of teleport. Alexi's presence was literally at A, and surprise, she's right there already. Suzu trying to lead the charge over here as UR steals first blood, removing Alexi from the equation. Tara playing very close with a Spectre, but no one is going near her just yet. Shirazi is going to get blocked off by the Cloudburst, and amongst all, the Toxic Screen as well.
Flashes out, Camus on for his back line, and look at, lo and behold, Zeta already rotating all the way back over to his side. They're trying to pull off the rotations.
Classic Zeta. Having to maybe conquer a little bit of space onto B. They won't hesitate in moving around the map.
You know what's funny? It's we say classic Zeta. It's classic now. They never used to do this.
Yeah, true.
And if they actually pull this off, this could work. Xipto in for the retakes. They have snipers, not the best thing. Akko just creating a bit of mid-presence as well, so causing a bit of paranoia. Let's see if Zeta has the post plants. They got some utility to work with.
Moko though coming from up top. Beautiful frags. But Camus takes her down. Inari with an operator retake. Hold. 21 HP. Now she's low. Camus was ready for that angle. Now she's 3. Look at that Camus diffusing. Is she gonna stick it? No, UR denies that. And Inari with 1 bullet left from the operator, maybe forced to reload somewhat. Let's just save and call it a day.
What day? It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. I looked at my watch.
There it is.
There it is.
We're calling it a Sunday for Xipto and Ari, definitely needing to hold on to that off. But for Zeta, I mean, okay, this is still why. Get out of town, Camus. 6 kills, 1 death. She had such crazy impact. Moko did as much as she humanly could on the A side, slowing them down as they tried to retake, right? Those kills were fantastic. But even then, when everyone else was holding from behind maze, behind pipes, Camus was able to shoot them down. This was almost a Xipto round. So that's it, still a good Zeta win. But now you got to think about how you want to deal with that operator.
Yeah, I agree. It's just too close for comfort. Maybe having to bait out a location on where they're at. Suzu already anticipating maybe a push from B.
Yeah, a bit of an early 0 point from Camus as well. Pushing to B would be a good call. Just gonna consider some of the utility so far. Poison Cloud out towards mid. Maybe check and clear the alarm bot at bottom of tube. They're trying to keep Xipto invested in other parts of the map before they go in for the full commitment, but
the angle, the crosshair was just lined up perfectly for Tara.
And that's just like individual movements, Riku. Not cautious enough, perhaps. So that's already Zeta playing against the back foot now then. How are they going to punch their way back into the game?
And we talked about the pressure on Suzu, right? She is the win condition, at least specifically for Icebox.
You got Moko kind of lurking in towards B. Suzu might be gone, but if Moko can do something, that could be good.
30
But
seconds left.
that's the operator. So it all falls down to the Suicide Squad in towards A right now. And Alexi is here. She's got everything available.
Right there.
It's a beautiful off angle as well onto rafters as Akko. Here comes the plant. Here comes the lineup with the fragment. And I'm just going to climb right up onto Nest. Kamiyu though and Alexi, they just clean up slate. Serena blinded and cleaned up in as well. I can't believe how dominating these rounds are for Xipto.
That's why they were 13-2. They have like
Team
this
Ace.
whole map just down to a T.
Yeah.
Operators, you know, they're gonna keep them all throughout the map. You really cannot afford to let them keep that thing. And at the same time, as soon as you try to rotate over, yes, you might get the spike plant, but you saw that lineup. Kamiyu had the fragment square on to default plants. And Alexi as well, just here for support, marking up, tossing the Dizzy into the air. ZETA had no chance to, like, you know, hold from screens or anything. Their only option was to perhaps fall back, and if they did fall back, that would have been even worse. So, onto the pistols now.
This is Xipto. Again, these rounds, the round wins that Xipto are doing are not even... Okay, hold on, Alexi. On by the corner, but it's a crossfire. They don't know where to look. Shirazi with another follow-up kill. Suzu. It's like, do I still go in at this point? Kamiyu gonna come from behind though, and she tries to jump. And again, all of these round wins have been flawless, Quack.
This might be when you want to call the timeout.
Yeah.
Coach Ryota, I might see it happening. Yeah, the timer's frozen, so that's probably what it is. I mean, it's just a pistol, right?
It is.
But it's kind of like what we saw in the very first pistol round. Xipto pushes out everywhere. They start getting kills, they don't stop. Xipto's just that good. They had the setups up towards green and yellow, and ZETA kind of played into their hands. And that said, they only had pistols, so it was tough one way or the other. But right now, let's think about what they have. How can ZETA find their way back into the game? They want to deal with that operator, or they want to sneak through. We've seen, you know, little attempts at pushing out mid before. They could still break, you know, the alarm bots or find ways in towards kitchen, and I kind of want to see that happening. Because that might allow them to sneak behind enemy lines.
I agree with you. I don't think we've ever seen them utilize mid a bit more. There was this one time during the first round, but they hesitated. They actually backed off of that.
They tried it, and then they got killed. So I think that's one of the things that's stopping them from doing it this time. But now, okay, yes. So they're bringing out their own operator. Ooh. Do an airy duel. All of them close to their ultimates as well. So if they can take control over like pipes, maze, pick up the alt orb, that will be huge. Xipto recognized that, so they want to deny the alt orb around garage instead.
Both jets now are at the opposite sides of the map. Both having the operator. Both having to not see anyone just yet.
Okay, nothing. Mid is clear, we cross. Wait, really? They don't take the orb towards A, they actually run into B instead?
Oh my gosh.
Anari's so prepared for this.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, UR at least has the drone.
They still haven't seen Anari.
That's true. Might be risky. Maybe a flash might know how to do it. Oh, still doesn't pull the trigger.
Okay, jump peek.
Jump peek. As a Neri.
Pop flash, it failed.
Nothing. Oh my gosh. They fired a couple of pre-fire, at least onto yellow, which forces her out of there.
Dodged the 0 point. Akko's pop flash failed. I think she wanted to try to use that to retake the space, but now crossing mid, they are very cognizant of anyone who might be marking bottom of tube. Okay, so using the poison cloud. We're back into A's, so just kind of pulling the rotations back and forth across the map again, but still, the alt orb not quite yet picked up. You got Alexi, as well as, I think...
Standing ahead. 30 seconds left.
Let's see here.
On the site.
Null command now used with a fragment. Line up onto default, if I'm guessing correctly. Suzu gonna press forward, see if anyone's gonna push through screens. Alexi Tar just so ready for a lot of these angles. Now the spike's in the middle of nowhere. look, they're spraying them down. And it's heartbreaking for Zeta Division because Xipto is just so dominant.
I'm out. Riku, I was so invested into this round. If I was Coach Ryota, my heart's kind of like sinking.
I know.
So I can't imagine how he feels. But you gotta keep your head in the game, dude.
Yeah,
and it's just so tough for Zeta right now. They did what they could trying to pull those rotations away, but you can tell that Xipto are just prepared. They are just reading everything. Alexi tucked behind that one little box. Zeta did not have enough utility to clear that. So I think at some point, Zeta just needs to go in for a full site execute and surprise Xipto. But Xipto's got their own surprise as well.
Yeah, how do you react to that? Because even they didn't really expect that play at all. 0. And it's just so much confidence oozing out of Xipto right now. It feels like they can do any play in the book from A to Z and then just execute it flawlessly.
Just Neri shutting them down right off the rip. I mean, top of belt, and that's already what happens. Try to re-clear what you can. Xipto are starting to peek out a little bit more. So Zeta could potentially keep that in mind for a future punish. Like at about the 1 minute mark, Alexi might peek out of, you know, maze or something. But otherwise, right now, it's all just pistols, right? And you want to just find any kill, anything you can possibly get. Zeta are already sitting on all ultimates.
Yeah, it's either they've done rounds before where if they see the round being winnable,
30 seconds left.
Okay, let's just press our ultimates and maybe secure the round for ourselves because they really badly need a win right now.
But it's the Hunter's Fury, the Viper's Pit. Xipto, they have their Thrash to clear out the Viper's Pit if necessary as well. So unless it's that Akko Moko combo, I don't know how else it's going to happen. There's the Thrash.
Okay, search and destroy. Unable to find a single soul. Serena onto Maze. They're going to get suppressed at the moment. Is a Neri. No one's going to try to peek. Maybe onto Nest instead. Pipes push. Kamiyu, they all drop like flies in an instant, in a moment. And Xipto, they're just crawling in with so much space. Moko cannot do anything. And Xipto continues their domination.
What is that?
What is that, Alexi?
I do not recognize that animation. Alexi Francisco!
Oh, Alexi.
Dude, we start off the round with like such a crazy kill from Neri. And then, of course, Zeta, they try to play around the rotations. They manage to, you know, get in, sneak in, get the spike down. But towards the end of it, yes, Shirazi in with the triple kill. But at the same time, one of the bigger things, yes, Alexi with the Thrash. But also just, they recognized where Akko was because of that null command. And they just went in pre-fire for that kill. Kamiyu did that. Now the Viper's Pit invested from Shirazi. Do you Hunter's Fury this and try to find a way in? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, there's just so much corner coverage by A in general that having to even recon is just too much. Might be a waste if you want to use that.
They are making a lot of noise though around the zip lines, Zeta. So Shirazi definitely feeling a little bit of nerves knowing that they're right around the corner. Tailwind propped up as well. Suzu, Zeta, they want to go in.
But it's a double stack. There's the recon that we talked about, and they're pushed out of there. But yet, of course, Shirazi sprays them down, even with a shorty at that. On towards Pipes. Moko shuts her down. No Viper's Pit anymore. Removes Dizzy out of the equation. Moko, let's see, perhaps. No clutch for you. And Alexi finishes the round once more.
Nothing whatsoever. Riku, oh my god.
Yeah. Yep.
Xipto just puts up roadblock after roadblock. We had the operator in the previous rounds. This time it's the Viper's Pit. And even in the pit, Shirazi in with a shorty, she's able to deal damage. Alexi just having so much fun on the stage right now, but I can't imagine how Zeta must be feeling. It's like your engine is stuck. Every time you try to start up the car, it keeps stalling. But you still try. Whatever it is, and Neri just firing off a warning shot. Zeta, they just push into it.
Poison's off.
maybe this approach would be different this time.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
Yeah, same here. This is going to be with Moko even as well. This feels like deja vu for a moment because this is exactly the same people at Kitchen, except the Cloudburst is happening, except the dash has come through, and Suzu finally changes what happened earlier.
Spike still all the way towards the back of A. Akko falling on the site though. So even though they got two, now the question is, where are they going to go off of it? Do you go back down mid? You still need to hold this position. Alexi coming back into check.
Oh dear me. And that's what exactly we were thinking. What if you give up the space? Alexi sneaks in, Kamiyu, gonna push the issue alongside Inari as well. Even have to jump for the classic and the shot, switches to the rifle. And Alexi with an off angle here, they are not ready for that.
I'm not gonna lie, the way this is looking right now, and I might just be trying to pull off a little jinx. This might be 13-1. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Yeah.
This might be 13-1, and then suddenly we'll see like 13-2, 13-3.
Yeah, because it's
Maybe.
hers.
But
I see
otherwise,
why.
yeah, it's really just Xipto controlling everything. There was an opportunity for Moko to try to hold and you know get the shot on towards Alexi, but I think because of how the game state feels right now, she wasn't quite able to take Alexi down.
Yep, not at all.
Serena now with the operator this time though, and she's got the lockdown. They're trying to fight back against Inari. If they can take her down, this could be huge.
Here we go. Jump peek. Inari activating the dash already. Maybe they're gonna go through multiple angles as Moko finds the operator player on the opposite side. Shirazi constantly, if it's not Inari doing a lot of these plays, it is Shirazi here on Icebox. The dash onto yellow. The recon to flush her out. Suzu lurking from yellow, unable to find a single soul. Shocking.
That's the op down into the site. Akko spots out quite a bit. Still need the kills though.
Here we go, Alexi drops from Nest and Tara with triple. This is a massacre.
Setup's too good. They had everything marked down. It's a squirrel.
It's a squirrel that's like all pale. Shocked from all.
The living daylight scared out of it. That's what the round feels like, all right? I mean, look at the map again. Tara pushed back from bottom mid. They took down Inari. I really thought that that's what it took, and maybe they'll press the go signal and they'll start rushing into B, but they kind of got halted by Shirazi's kills. And they start to go into a slightly slower push, and that allowed for Xipto to kind of get into position to block off the spike plant. Now we're back into pistols.
Okay, this is aggressive by Alexi here.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. Two people. Does Alexi even anticipate this? Does she even check and go in?
She does.
She does. No,
Come on.
the transfer, that's dirty. Make that a triple. Oh my god.
She's calling for the ace, I bet you right now.
She wants the ace, that's why she's jumping around. Alexi! I can hear her from here.
Shout her name from the top of her lungs. If we're not gonna do it, she's gonna do it.
She will, absolutely will.
It's just so well deserved. I don't know what the call was to make such a play, but this is what you do when you're this confident because you expect your opponents to.
There it is.
The mic is breaking.
Yeah, the gains.
It's peeking out. She's tweaking. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's really you're expecting your opponents to cower in fear. Like they're in their heads. They're like, how do we get back in? And she just takes advantage of that. Now that Zeta has their full guns, though, last round of the first half going in, no holds barred, straight into the A site.
Yeah, no waiting. We're not going to be pushing and pulling anymore. There's a Nano Swarm activated now. Tara has done defense as well before. Lockdown is available for the side of Serena, but there is a lot of the Snake Bites and the Viper Spit. A lot of ultimates now used. And Nari's going to fall as Shirazi finds Suzu.
Serena lockdown!
Serena lockdown is the question here. Maybe after this killjoy, Tara gets a kill onto Akko. Moko from on top. She's still defending her Viper Spit. And there you go. Zeta is able to break through and get their second point on the board.
For the first time in this first half, Zeta just pushes and rushes in. The Viper's Pit up. Moko using the zip line to get onto an elevated angle. The kills brought things back.
But first, let's go. Let's catch our breaths and go on for a short break. Welcome back, everybody, and whoever is making Snowman, stop. Stop it.
No, Snowman. No. Yo, what's with all the Snowman hate, Observer?
Yeah, exactly. They're very cute, okay?
Yeah, we like Snowman.
Yeah.
There are 3 on this map that you can shoot. I think Victoria knows all about it.
Ooh, fun facts. Well, Xipto now at the double digits Zeta. After the switch, again, they really need to rummage through their strategies, as it feels like the only thing that worked was rushing in and then just go.
You gotta salvage the map somehow, right? But by the way, Alexi is 17 kills, only 2 deaths right now.
Oh, God. She was MVP earlier, too, with 8 deaths. Despite it being very close with a lot of rounds played, she still survived through a lot of the bloodshed.
Zeta respecting a lot of space right now, just trying to hold back. Akko has got such a huge job. Fragment in with the nanostorms as well, just to deny it. But you can look at how Lexi plays around this.
Yeah.
He fake tapped and then wingman plant.
Beautiful. Just baited all of the raining utility on to any default plant. And there it is, Suzu now setting up for this flank. But I think 2 people are going to be pushing. Alexi is the one person in the first contact. Finds the head even though crouched. Serena tries her best to defend yellow, and that is now given up as Ineri takes them down, and everything is just falling apart. Xipto is 1 round away from match point.
You have got to be kidding me. At the very least, my jinx kind of worked because it is
true.
Zeta with 2 rounds right now.
2 rounds.
But what is this? I mean, look at how they played it. The fake tap and then the wingman plant, but also instantly just, they didn't feel the need to watch the wingman. They actually just full rotated back towards garage, continued pushing because they wanted to take mid. And then Tara just double fist bumps, but also a lot of trust in teammates like Camille and Shirazi to hold down around yellow.
Yeah, they're just...
Oh, Zeta are forced buying.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, you're pushed into this high pressure situation.
I like it though. Let's go.
Just go. Akko from the toxic screen, but doesn't see a single thing because of the dizzy. And Shirazi keeps laying on the hurts. And there's the slide. You are not a Neon, but Ineri just makes it work. And it's only Serena with a Sheriff. Even if she's done multiple clutches before, and the hands or against 4 people, it's just too much.
Insane.
Match point.
Match point.
Oh, almost.
And they are completely broke. Riku! They only had 2K credits in the last round.
It's happening again.
You like, I almost want to just like, if you're Coach Rhoda, if you had to use all timeouts, just call 1 right now and just be like, just wait, just like enjoy the stage.
Yeah,
there it is.
There it is.
Like, you know you're probably not gonna win this map.
Yeah.
But just be like, just take a second, right?
Yeah.
Close your eyes, think, breathe. We got our next map. This one's kind of like GG go next, but
You're right. You're right there, Quack. Because honestly, your goal now on this icebox is to mitigate mental damage. It's not about trying to climb up. Oh, the mood of Buddha, yeah.
What's Colbat doing, dude? He's like... Victor is then rapping. He's like, yo, you got our opponents, they're like, we got their sweaty palms.
Yeah.
I've done that too much now.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty iconic, you know, like my mom's spaghetti.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Of course, shout outs to everyone.
Who's that guy on his phone? Hey, excuse me?
Excuse me? Oh, it's a timeout. The snowman! But they're not allowed.
But they're not allowed. You got like trooper penguins as well.
Oh, it's cute.
All right, this really could be the last round. Light shields for Suzu. They're kind of sacking utility to just stack up on firepower a little bit. Zeta trying to get whatever they possibly can, with whatever kills they can find. You are with the alt orb now.
3 triple stack, make that a 4. Everybody actually for Xipto. They climb through the tube, even going through mid at this point. Doesn't see anyone just yet. As you can see, the waddles as Akko is gonna fall, immediately followed by Serena. And there he's just gonna try to push more space. Moko and you are trying to salvage the round at least, but in an instant, there we go. It happens again, Quack. 2-0 start for Xipto and a 13-2 on Icebox at that.
Screaming. I don't know if it's from the audience. I don't know if it's from the team right now, but Xipto is all smiles, ruffled hair, looking really happy. That timeout you guys pointed out when the coaches were spitting rhymes, Ryota didn't look too stressed at that point.
Like that.
I think, yeah, there's not much you can do at that point. And there are 3 more maps, so
yeah, you know.
It's a little dicey for them. Serena is looking a little disappointed with her own performance here, but you know what? Xipto, this is their map pick, and they showed why it was their map pick. I have been really impressed with Xipto, the way they picked it up in the second map here, because in the first one, the push and pull is very different.
Yeah, it felt more, it was definitely more even ground. They were trading a lot more. This time it was the complete opposite. A lot of these rounds on Xipto's side was like flawless constantly, -1. It just really shows that there's no trade potential in a lot of these angles.
That's right. I mean, what do you do at this point? If you're Zeta Division, if you are on the other side of Xipto's crosshairs, what can you do? And it looked like they were at a loss in so many of these rounds.
It's a mental game, a lot of it, honestly. Yes, sometimes we're looking at the positions and the utility that they have, but you can definitely point out a few instances across this map where Zeta might have been able to take at least like 1 kill or 1 position somewhere and use that to find a way back into the game. With that, maybe 1 round win or something, right? And they definitely did that on the final round of the first half. That's what we saw in this highlight. Moko with the Viper's Pit up, she was up towards the back of, I think, Belt, and able to spray down any opponents who tried to push through her Viper's Pit that way. That's what you need. There are these times when I think, like, you know, Akko even trying to pop flash throughout from Garage to allow her teammates to get the kill against Neri. If they actually managed to land those, you know, they would have been able to possibly turn things around a little bit. But because that's what it takes to be a champion, Vic and Riku. I mean, really, in a lot of these moments, Xipto were just that relentless, and they couldn't find a single opportunity. They couldn't find a single way to like really calm themselves down and find a way back into the game.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. And looking at the post-plant stats here, this is crazy. Xipto...
We have to see Alexi stats.
Yeah.
We have to see Alexi stats.
But they didn't even really need to do much. They didn't need to do much planting, obviously, here. I think you're right, though, especially pointing out that... pointing out the timeout near the end. It probably should have come sooner for that mental reset, and you are gasping for air right now. Are you okay, Quack?
No.
What's caught your attention?
Look at Alexi's stats. 18 kills. 18 kills on Shirazi as well. Camus in with, you know, 14 kills, but definitely a lot more assists as well.
Look at the deaths. It's not just single digit, but low single digit.
It's all below 5.
It's all below 5. Yeah, these are the kind of stats you can only dream of having.
Yeah, and it's just so fitting. You know, Xipto really has a full mastery on Icebox. They've already done it before a 13-2, and they're doing it again in a grand finals at that on, they've already booked their tickets to Berlin, but having to be called the #1 team over here at Game Changers Pacific is really a huge statement if you're able to do it like this.
I'm gonna point out the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Like Serena 0 kills, right? But
Yeah.
I don't think we should be kind of looking down upon that at all. And yes, Alexi, the MVP, awesome. But I mean, what it comes down to is really the fact that sometimes you're in these positions or in these roles where you were not maybe so much able to find the right spot to, get some kills or anything. But for Zeta, they had a few good rounds. They had a few good moments where, for example, Moko or Suzu alongside Moko pushing up tube. They need to think about those and then translate that to round wins in the upcoming game.
I do want to point out, that particular stat. That's why Serena probably looked really disappointed. But we've seen some of the greatest players also get 0 in a map and they come back stronger than ever. It is never a statement about them as an individual player. It's just the way, how it all rolled out in that particular map there. And normally they usually come back twice as strong.
Yes.
It's been a remarkable trend to see it.
Honestly, I mean, I think if I were Serena, don't think too much about the 0. Yes, feel that loss. Tell yourself you don't ever want to feel it again. But if you look at her social media, she's reposting a lot of her 4K moments all throughout this tournament.
Yeah.
That's the one that she wants to think about.
Yeah, exactly. Overall kills for ending this particular tournament, that's what you want to think about. And there's also one more map, and we are going to find out if Xipto closes it out on map 3 or if Zeta is going to reverse sweep this. So guys, get a quick snack, get a quick drink, because we're going to take a quick break, so don't go away.
Ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now. Come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now. Come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now. Ready right now. We came to win cause the winners hands down. Ready right now. Ready right now. We came to win cause the winners hands down. Ready right now, ready right now. Came for the win, gonna win hands down. This ain't a game, where's from a fucking crowd? Give it to me right now, let me grab it right now. Ready right now, ready right now. We don't ever lose cause we got it right now. Push you in the face with a score right now. You don't like the way it is, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Hey, ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now. Ready right now.
I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now and I ain't never gon' back down. I am no regular citizen. Do you understand what you're witnessing? You cannot tell what the difference is. I want it all and I'm winning it. I do not care about opinions. Time to make a few decisions so I can take a position. I'ma go get it, I'm punching and kicking. I keep on moving, they after me. Just do it and stop what I'm talking to. I'm not expressing no modesty. I can't see nobody stopping me. If there's a problem, I gotta solve it. Straight to the top, I can't see myself falling. I gotta grab it, there's no time for stalling. Number one son that don't have other options. Now I'm fired up. I'm sorry, brother, your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. I came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I gotta go for the gold. I need to switch up the mode. I'm gonna win on my own. I'm in a whole nother zone. I reached the pinnacle. I don't have time, this is critical. It's time to finish you. I don't care who I just did it to. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up. I want it now, I gotta. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. I want it now, and I ain't never gon' back down. Said I'm fired up. I'm sorry your time's up. I see the top and I climb up. Came from the ashes, I rise up. Rise up, rise up. I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up. Rise up, I want it now, I gotta rise up.
Put me in the ring like a king. I'll go off, beat you to the punch, leave you stunned, and I won't stop till I'm the.
Hello and welcome back to Valorant Game Changers Pacific. I'm your host, Victoria, and with me, I've got Quack and Riku. We saw some wild things happen in that second map, mostly Xipto looking like the Xipto that we know, which is being absolutely dominant and scary and killing everyone before anything else can happen.
I'm at loss for words. I think they've really shown their mastery on the Icebox, and they're really feeling it. They're so fearless. They keep pushing, they keep finding these fights, and you mentioned it, Vic, earlier, the numbers of the post-plant defuse, the numbers didn't matter because they were winning through killing.
Yeah, Alexi's ace.
Yeah.
And not just the ace too. After like the spike defuse, she was doing something with the gecko.
Yeah, that's also my favorite part there.
Dancing?
Dancing, yes.
Yep.
She was just dancing.
Yeah,
It's in the Filipino blood. They like to dance.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
I don't know what you were thinking, Quack, but that's definitely what Alexi was doing. Haven is going to be map 3. Now, we can see that it is a 2-0 situation right now. All across VCT, we've seen reverse sweeps happen. We saw it very recently nearly happen at Ascension. We've seen it in Pacific. We've seen it on the big stage in Champions. Are we going to see it today? Because Haven is a good map for Zeta.
Yeah, I really hope they're able to bring it back, because we haven't really seen, usually when we want to see a reset, you get to see heroics, maybe from Moko. I think when we look at the Ako Moko duo, from Lotus, I think it's possible we get to see that here onto Haven. I really want to see them activated a bit more. It's going to be the Breach and then the Omen most likely here on Haven, which I think they can layer up a lot of their utilities together. And usually this duo activates through their mid rounds. If they're able to survive the first wave of attack of Xipto, I think they're able to land a lot of these multi-frags to make it even.
And let's not forget Suzu in with the Neon as well. I think that's something that could really throw Xipto off, but we won't really know until they step into the server. I think the main thing for me right now is the mental game for ZETA. It's not only the fact that like, oh, are we gonna see a reverse sweep? We need to see ZETA step up and win right now, right in this very moment, because that last map they just kind of need to forget about it. Like, stop, don't think about it.
They are definitely thinking about it. Oh my goodness.
Don't.
You're right, though. I think that mental reset, when you are this far along, when you are already on the grand final stage, that is the biggest and main adjustment that you need to make, is that mental game. And the same side for, I think that goes for Xipto as well. If you get a little bit too comfortable, you kind of forget, after such, honestly, a stomp on that map, you forget actually how dangerous this opponent of ZETA Division actually is. So hopefully both of them did that mental reset there. We are going to go into the third map, and again we are going to find out if Xipto ends it here or if ZETA can bring it back. All right, we are going to leave it with our casters Quack and Rico to take it away.
Thank you so much, Victoria. And here we go. This could potentially be the last map of our grand finals. Xipto, again, carrying over their 19 win streak for this entire season. And starting it off as well on this grand finals with a 2-0. They're one win away from being crowned the champions of GC Pacific.
ZETA, though, they need to fight back. That previous map has been forgotten. You are the players, you are the gamers, you are ZETA Division, and they're looking to hold.
Moko! Everybody just falls down, and there he gets a triple. What is this pistol start, Quack? And in a blink of an eye, Serena's the only one left here. I'm speechless.
I was like trying to set up storyline and everything. They just ran in and killed Serena.
Yeah.
At the very least, one frag, maybe a couple more. Just for a bit of a morale boost.
That's exactly what they needed. Maybe isolate the fights, but no, Kamiyu from Cubby. Xipto with another dominant start, carrying momentum from Icebox over here to Haven.
You just gotta notice the setup from Xipto again. It's honestly nothing too fancy, but you do want to highlight some of the key pieces of utility. For example, the Nanostorm's already being propped off, but that's thanks to Camus Paranoia all the way towards the back of site. It hits everyone, and ZETA just weren't quite able to react. So definitely needing to see some more defensive positions or some just early quick push-outs if you really do want to take that map control up against Xipto. Whatever it is, they need to be decisive with their movements. Xipto are decisive, already getting the spike into B.
Yeah, they didn't need to do as much. You know, it is going to be a retake, maybe. But look at Shirazi, though. Might get spotted by the cam. But this is going to be tricky as Tara stays on the spawn. Here comes the flank. Serena with a beautiful shot onto Kamiyu. Alexi with a trade across the map. Look at this aggressive style as Suzu decides to take Tara down as well, making it incredibly doable as UR decides to put it onto half. Now Shirazi, the only one left here. Flashpoint already as Shirazi dodges that blind! And the snake bite is going to kill Suzu off. 1v1 situation. She has an upgrade. She knows where she is. They just need to spray it down. It's still half, but she can't find the chase! And Xipto still is able to hold on out for that round.
Well played by Shirazi, in with the preemptive snake bite, but that's it. Even though it was a Xipto round win, a good eco from ZETA Division.
Yeah.
They took all of those guns away, and that's what you want to see. Serena in with the kills from Garage. She did not let anything affect her. And even though she got traded off, her teammates wrap back around from behind. And at the same time, it's just the Akko and Suzu combo. I need to see a lot more of that and more decisiveness. If they want to push in, just go.
It is definitely a good sign of life for Zeta Division here. Having to be more proactive, be more confident. But yeah, backside, Moko still gonna remain there unless she wraps around. She has a Vandal, but can't see a thing.
Aftershock and Fault Line, though, it does catch a little bit. Shirazi just marking down into A. They're gonna take a little bit of utility to re-clear. UR has a big job to do. Information called, rotations called, and maybe at least a kill while Xipto tries to push in.
Oh, Legendary's on top of the box, kills the one by Graffiti. Akko, though, gets her down. Kamiyu as well with a lot of multiple frags across the map. 2v3 now, and now the spike has been planted.
Not an impossible retake.
Not at all.
He's just waiting for the smokes to go away first. Suzu has a relay, and she could use that to start things up. Serena to push off of it.
Interesting though, here comes Suzu dropping onto hell, but the crouch and the coordinated kills alongside Shirazi. Xipto with a 3-0 start here on Haven.
The movement's just a little bit off. I could tell what she wanted to do, like hop onto the box and then slide into hell. That could throw off, you know, Tara's crosshair, maybe allow her to pick up the kill, and then from there take another fight. But yeah, it was a little bit off, and Shirazi was just doing a good job at holding off the other angles. So once again, Xipto a lot faster, a lot quicker, a lot more confident than Zeta right now. They just send it in towards B, rotate back, in towards A, and this time they're going towards C, keeping Zeta on their toes.
Exactly. This might be another fast execute. The camera, maybe that tripwire onto platform will slow them down a little bit, but having to jump through that, the utility, the lineups, everything is clear.
Trips being set up as well. Off towards the backside, the camera, good spotted out. Aneri in with the Blade Storm. Zeta trying to be careful not to feed them more alt orbs. Akko setting up for it.
There we go. There's the Paranoia fault line. Suzu overdrive activated, but they're all stacked up onto C long already. Fast lane just to block, but the spray amongst the smoke is going to be enough. Aneri playing fairly close, but the Blade Storm not even needed. The spray down and the blades just mows every single Zeta player off of the map.
It's a mind game, Riku, and you're seeing it. You had the pieces of utility. The fault line paranoia, right? That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
But it was sent into a site that was empty.
Yep.
Because they're not sure. They're not sure if Xipto is hiding on site or if they're back towards C long. And the normal thing to do if you are Xipto is to have, you know, at least a couple of players on site and then the rest of them towards C long. Xipto just fully anticipates it. Now you've got the rifles bought up, a couple of sprays, but look at the push back in.
Oh, another fast one at that. Here comes the bird, the flash. They don't know the two members are onto B, but it's going to be a link push. Akko still playing amongst the smoke. The Seekers are going to expose their position, and that's why they want to run away. Moko, amongst the chaos, able to take down Shirazi. Akko still alive. They're now sandwiched onto Link. You are with a very important frag, and that's her third. Tara, she is onto Kabi, surrounded by the rest of Zeta members. She doesn't know if somebody's going to come from behind. Not at all. But it's going to be a crossfire as soon as she tries to peek. You are, with her heroics, gets a 4K and brings Zeta back into this series.
I love her name. You are the hero. You are the defender of the A site. You are with the 4 kills. And that's what you want to have from Zeta. Insta sprays out. They had the reads. They fell back a little bit. And as soon as Xipto continued to push through, smokes out, flashes out from Akko, and fault lines as well. You also have UR in with the recon. It allows for the team to pick up more kills. So after that round, I doubt Xipto wants to rush into B again. And Zeta gets to play around that.
Oh! Every single time you think, but hold that thought though, Yuar is able to catch off Neri off from the sky. Suzu with a follow-up kill onto Shirazi. This is a much, much better start for Zeta.
Fantastic response, and also allowing for Suzu to push up as well. Now, Xipto reeling from the loss, trying to figure out which site they want to head into. UR is marking B off from the A-Link angle. You got Moko in with a bit of support as well, and they are reading this B push.
And the Moko, you are onto the double link. Moko repositioned onto the backside. Cameo finds UR first, however, as Moko tries to peek off of a trade, but it fails. Serena and Suzu. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, slightly slower push. If anything, Suzu perhaps from the back might be able to catch Xipto off guard, but then you need Serena to create a bit of chaos on the site first. Unfortunately, not quite able to happen. It's all down to Suzu.
Do they anticipate that she's going to be coming from window? She only has a couple of slides left. She's going to try to get a kill, but Dara anticipates the window peek.
Yeah, this is a terrifying Xipto to face off against. Everyone is on the same page. Everything is flowing. Normal times, you might think at least one player might be slightly off and not looking back towards window, but Tara is there. Zeta initially good on the approach, but off towards the back of the site. I mean, you would have thought, just thinking about it, they were marking the angles. Perhaps Moko could have tossed in the paranoia, but not quite sure what it was. Not quite sending that through. And you are falling down as well. Off to the next round, and Neri back in with the operator.
She's just not stopping, man. And Neri, as long as she has the operator, she's going to maximize that to the fullest potential.
Zeta half buys, sort of. They do have B presence and they could push out onto it, but that's the tricky thing about a map like Haven. Slightly more confined spaces, and you always want to anticipate your opponent sending in a bit of a lurk.
Exactly. It's a big map, but a lot of these compressed areas, just as you said. But now they're moving towards A. With 50 seconds on the clock, you get to see the flash, you get to see a lot of moving parts already. Tara with alert, though. Azako anticipates that and never leaves the site. His Cameo with a from the shadow teleport. Suzu gets taken down.
That was an opportunity for her.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I can't believe that just happened. Now Serena falls as well. And now they're just looking at Link. And the dog is gonna just try to jiggle peek for Alexi here. A fall line to slow down the push. And the one-way smoke is gonna shut everything down as Zeta still unable to catch up just yet.
Yeah, 1-6 scoreline, Riku. I might just want a timeout just to let the players get themselves mentally reset. This is what I'm talking about. You know, it's that thing where, like, I think it's relatable to everyone. Whether or not you play games or you play sports, you know what you want to do, but your body can't quite execute it.
Yeah.
That's what we just witnessed. Suzu knew what she had to do. Suzu knew where that From the Shadows was or where, you know, players from Xipto might be, and she slid in, expecting to get the kill. But the spray wasn't there. The gun, the recoil control wasn't there. And that means, you know, something's up mentally, and you need a timeout, a breather, just to find yourself back in. Coach definitely has a bit of input as well, so maybe adjusting some of the defensive setups, but whatever it is, right? In the pre-phase, just, you know, buy up the Vandal, practice, you know, I mean, they know exactly what they need to do. They're all used to it, but mentally there's something there that's staggering them.
And you know that feeling, right, when you're in the zone? Everything feels like it's slow motion. Everything feels like you know what to do at the exact moment. But because of Xipto's quickness, it feels like Zeta has yet to access that mode. Everything feels so fast. It's so hard to catch up.
You're in the zone. You got, like, lightning in your eyeball.
Exactly. You've got your aura.
You got your aura.
You got your aura.
Zeta, they've got the 3 ultimates. Not the buy in this round, but at the very least, trying to read Xipto and to learn more about how they're going to play and approach the map.
Tag Smoko. This is Tara. Tara has been really amazing at a lot of these holds, actually. Maybe her now leading the charge as well into Garage. A little bit of duel against Akko.
Right, calling out the positions. They know where the op was. Suzu coming back in to check and clear.
You are with a flash now, aggressively pushing through, but Tara is so ready for that.
Yeah, good attempt. It would have been a good punish play, but that's just Xipto being ready on the other side. They did not get bothered by those flashes. Suzu now in position with the Bucky. So it's information for Zeta. It's either B or A, more likely A. Serena, she only has a classic though. Blocked off from the top of heaven as well. Not much she could really do from her position. It's all down to Suzu.
Here we go.
30 seconds left. Planted.
Bucky on the flank. Everybody's pretty much close to walking away from a lobby. Shirazi, a shot onto Mogo. Camu just whittling down the numbers of Zeta. And Suzu, unfortunately, as much as she wants to dodge everything, Xipto just knows where to look.
And this, how many flawless rounds have we seen from Xipto, or near flawless? It's quite a bit. A lot of these rounds going down to just, well, spike plants and kills as well. And that would really pad up their stats once we look at the post-stat screen. But that's it, Xipto. Like you mentioned, Riku, everything's flowing for them. They're marking the angles. They got information off of it. They rotate off of it. Zeta now in with the full buy. Maybe some kind of a retake play. You have the Rolling Thunder. You have the Neural Theft as well. Just gather information about the site. Perhaps if you get the opening pick too. But definitely needing to stay very, very cautious. Moko trying to reposition towards back plat. Her head already spotted.
Here.
The rest of the team not really moving out as well.
Yeah, every single time. They're not able to get, first blood. I think Zeta are not afraid. Sometimes they're not afraid to peek and take a duel. Here comes the smoke now. It is going to disappear. Alexi, ready for the angle onto CT. The shrouded step is going to make them disappear. Rolling Thunder, just as you said, now being utilized. Alexi, once more, just creates so much hurt for Zeta Division. Suzu and Serena just want to save this round. And unfortunately, Suzu, against 3, okay, 1 is planting. Maybe this could be it. There's slides available, but no, Tara with a swing to the face. 8-1, Xipto. They're so close to the double digits.
Zeta has played this map 10 times throughout the year. They are not inexperienced, but once you take a look at this little retake or side hold play, like I would have preferred if, Akko alongside some of the other players had more vision from garage into the site. Yes, they would have been smoked off, but at least they can spray through the smoke. For Moko as well, though, instead of placing the dark cover towards the mouth of C Long, maybe the site smoke up towards the side of Plat would have been a little bit better, and then the paranoia through. But now, nearing the end of the first half buyout, Suzu desperate in with the overdrive.
Oh, against the operator, maybe it might be a doable matchup here. She's on the chase, she's on the prowl, and yet there is a shorty. You gotta be careful! Shirazi shuts her down and puts her in her place. And Eri removes the equation, removes the numbers, and Xipto is so close to the double digits.
If they end this first half 11-1, that is going to spell trouble for Zeta. And I did not anticipate this, Riku. Not only is it the kills coming out from Xipto as well, the fact that they are reading the plays incredibly well and just holding angles, waiting for them to push out. You've got the crowd kind of working against Zeta. Because you are in Southeast Asia after all. I would love for a couple of Zeta fans though.
Here we go, Suzu towards the side. Come on. Relentless, Suzu on towards this copy, but Shirazi and Alexi finds her anyways. Akko, they're more aggressive now. They're gonna go right in. Now it's a 2v2. In an instant, it feels like they're breathing life into this round. But we've seen rounds where they slipped before.
I don't want to count them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have the position, Akko, and aftershock available as well.
Alexi, beautiful off angle here. And Eri on top of heaven. Now it's a 1v. Double digits now for Xipto. And I thought that could have been
Last
it,
round in
Quack.
the half.
All start to slip away. Akko not quite anticipating the off angle. It's just so unfortunate. And look at this final round. I think Aneri just tossed away the operator. She has like 1 point away from the blade. This signals that it's gonna be a really aggressive, fast-paced final round. What does Zeta have in store for us on the other hand? 4 Guardians, 1 Bulldog. Not a lot of ultimates online. You are, though, close to hers. If she pushes out because of that dark cover, picks up the Hunter's Fury, she might be able to use that to find an advantage. Suzu.
Flash is ready, though. They're ready to push Garage. They don't check the side, and she becomes patient. Suzu gets a double before she falls, at least. That'll help.
Serena
phenomenally. There is Every coming from Garage. On the you are with a Hunter's Fury to the face, and the jiggle peek from Serena. This is exactly what Zeta needs.
They finally managed to do it. Once again, it's the same story from the previous map of Icebox.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They managed to bring things back. The sudden desperate plays. Suzu, everything connecting mentally. Everything connecting in her nervous system as well. The shots through from Garage. Akko landing a few. You are with the Hunter's Fury.
Hopefully, they're able to take that momentum to the second half. But first, we're going to take a short break. Welcome back, everybody. This could be it. Xipto Esports, 3 rounds away from being crowned Game Changers Pacific's champions. Unless Zeta from Japan is able to bring it back in this map.
It all starts with the pistol. We've had great performances all throughout the day. The final one from that first half shows that Zeta is more than capable. They're all bunched up towards the middle now.
Maybe this crossfire might end up disastrous for them unless they're prepared for it. Here comes the flash, the crossfire unmoving. They're firing shots in the middle as Alexi finds the third. And this pistol is so important to set the tone of the second half. And it doesn't seem like Zeta is getting the better end of the stick. Moko trying her best to reel it back in. Alexi so low, but the shots just don't connect. Xipto Esports wins the pistol.
Off of the pistol, Riku, this just might be it. Can only imagine what Xipto are looking to purchase up on the next round. That's it. I mean, look at this. The fault line, even with the flashes, even with Suzu trying to air strafe off to the left side closer to C, Aneri's able to land her shots. Alexi is there to support, and everything's slowly starting to fall apart for Zeta. They're forced back into the game. It's Stingers, it's Sheriffs. Is it enough?
Always indeed the question here, as they want to play aggressively this time. It worked out. Slide across. Crossover, Paranoia, not gonna peek. All the utility being flushed right into sewers. Suzu with a jump peek, and they're trying to coal at her to death.
They pushed her, they gave her too much pressure. She tried to jump away, and then Neri connected the shot. Now, the remaining 4, thinking about a garage push. You got the turret there, though. instantly you're gonna have Tara back in to investigate.
And it's a Spectre too. She could be deadly. She could spray everyone down. Unless they go from different sides. Instead it's the Outlaw! That's gonna meet your doom! Tara adding in to the world of hurt. Zeta. Moko trying to be sneaky, but the jumping jacks is just gonna reveal her place. And Xipto is so close, they can taste it.
Let's end this.
Yet another flawless round for the bag. What could be the final round now? I mean, this is just a masterclass of herding your opponents into these open lines where Xipto has that Outlaw being prepped up. Something that future teams will want to study for sure, but now 2 Outlaws still in the round. And just some Bulldog Spectre Stinger Sheriffs being purchased up by Zeta. They're trying to keep the utility this time.
Let's see here. This could be the final round. This could be it where we crown the champions of GC Pacific. Tara is now underneath the smoke. Serena with a flank, but Xipto is so ready for this. Unless they give up this angle, no! The flick from Serena is massive. Alexi is gonna do an off angle. They need more reinforcements alongside Kamiyu. Suzu is entering the sights, sliding into hell. And now it is them taking more numbers against Xipto.
Sidelines are good. And now it's all down to a couple more players from Xipto. Alexi spotted out.
Oh, here we go. Unless Alexi has managed to save her life multiple times. She has a Bulldog. You can't count her out just yet. Suzu gets the kill onto Alexi. And now Shirazi, with only just a Sheriff, gonna get stunned. She's full health, but the spike is ticking. Doesn't have a lot of time. And Akko takes her down. And Zeta gets to live another round.
Staring down the face of death, and Zeta just continues to stand tall. This is what you want from a team like this. They continue to push. Serena in for the lurk. She dealt enough damage to pull the attention away from her team. And then you got Suzu. You got the rest of the team getting the spike down. Akko with a final aftershock as well. Zeta, they can definitely bag a couple more rounds. But it's also Xipto in with the final buy. Guardian, light shields for Kamiyu.
This could be it.
Hold.
Shirazi, Suzu leading now the entry. Fast lane, every single thing. There's a trade, and Neri with a double. Akko takes her down though. She only is with the Sheriff, and now it's 1v2. All up to Tara to end it here, and now be named champions, but not just yet. UR says, nope, we're still going.
Still pushing in, still able to collect on some wins. They've just broken Xipto's economy. This was not what you expected coming into a round like this. I noticed on the mini-map, Zeta, they were pushing all the way through, not stopping whatsoever. Thanks to the fast lane as well, they were blocked off. Xipto, on the other hand, though, they had the right reach. They pushed out a garage, and I thought they would get the trades, but no, Zeta got them instead. Thanks to sharpshooting players like UR and Suzu. Back in, though, and Neri has to Blade Storm.
They've anticipated this. Neri already down to yellow. Health bars. Tara will retreat for now.
All the way back into A. Alexi hears all.
Oh, did they check this? Oh no! An Aldron timing! I thought that's going to be a transfer. Looks like that's going to be a no. Exactly. A little bit of deja vu here. Suzu is just going to clear the entire site. And this might be a retake as the neural theft kicks in.
They know they're right around the corner. Akko has the utility as well. Moko.
Ooh, 1 for 1. Moko with a double. Whittling down the numbers of Xipto here. They only have the link angle. They're already creeping right in. They've eliminated possibly the crossfire. They've identified it, and they try to peek 1 by 1, but it's no use at all. Zeta now 5-12.
Most guns kept and sustained over onto the next round as well. This is what you need to keep the wins going. Yes, it's a big gap in between the two teams, but whatever Zeta can get is what they'll need. Xipto now, the full buys back in. Alexi in with the Seekers. Tara a couple away from her lockdown, and a Neri. The The big guns coming into the game. Suzu has a judge in an overdrive, though.
Oh, might see aggressive.
Oh, Neri.
Slide into the sides. Perhaps B might be an angle here. Of course, Suzu is just so mobile. Overdrive at the ready. Decides to just add pressure onto B, and then they move right across onto Garage instead. They're just scaring them. Serena, First Blood, Cameo, no controller anymore. Suzu just surgically removing every single corner out in here. There's one backside, but Alexi says no! Stop! We want the championships right here and now. 3v3, and Neri lying and waiting with this operator shot. If you are peaks this could be disastrous. And that's exactly what happened. Post-plant positions, unless Xipto does not allow them to breathe. But Suzu says, we're gonna take Alexi down. 2v2 now. The smoke dissipates. Suzu with a peek. Doesn't find the shot. Tara, can you clutch this? And there you go. With a 20-series win streak for their entire run this season. Undefeated, Xipto Esports are your Game Changers Pacific champions!
Well deserved. Alexi loving the camera as well. The whole team putting in so much work up to this moment. They've already claimed their spot to Berlin. And you have that one question in your mind. What more can they do? On towards the map of Haven, though, just doing so much. The celebrations from Kolbat as well. They were relentless. They were all in the zone. They all knew what they had to do, and they just did it. But still, bit of a round of applause to Zeta. They put up such a good fight. That final moment in towards the second half, we thought it would have been it. But in with the 4 spies, in with the plays, they were still able to push them so close.
There were so many close calls. There were so many times where it felt like they could come back. It was a 13-5. And it felt like towards the end, it was down to a 2v2. And there we go. We've got our Game Changers Pacific champions, Xipto Esports. They're gonna start really strong, undefeated, heading on over to Berlin.
And that's all you want to think about. Eyes on the prize. Berlin is there. That trophy is yours to claim, and bigger ones lie in wait. Rematches, international challenges. But for now, just celebrations.
Yeah, I know. They look very happy. I mean, wow. Their performance, their domination, their hard work. Xipto Esports truly deserved it. The SCA representatives, the #1 seed coming from that sub-region. There were a lot of heavy expectations, and they delivered.
They don't seem to let those expectations and pressure get to them.
True.
Even with slight mishaps on maps like Abyss, I'm still going to throw that out there. It wasn't always perfect. They dropped a couple of maps so far this year, but from those losses, they always learn, and they always tighten things back up once you go into the next map, and the next map, and the next map. Berlin is just about 1 month away, and with the performance that we're seeing from today, if this is that same form that they're going to carry over into Berlin, you just wonder what kind of damage they can do to the other regions in the Valorant Game Changers world. EMEA, NA, you all have to watch out because Xipto Esports is here to play.
I mean, last year, most of the players have already made a huge impact during 2023 Game Changers Championships. And it's so nice to see them again. We're gonna be in for such a huge treat. The way that they're so extra confident, they're so aggressive, that again, the way that they're able to create these flawless rounds, play off of each other, every single one from Xipto Esports is a playmaker.
Incredible. I mean, 10 out of 10 post plants. Everyone just stick around because we will have the winners interview set up pretty soon. But But I just look at this again. I think I really want to keep my eye on what the overall statistics would be for Alexi in this grand final, because she had huge numbers from the previous ones. She even has big numbers in this map. 13-5. She got 18 kills, only 9 deaths, always supporting an Airy. Her teammates there just locking everything down as well. I mean, Camille is just the ultimate support player.
I know, Alexi, yes, as you said, 3 maps in a row, MVP. The way that she's able to juggle being front-facing, being
Initiator,
able to... Yeah, as an initiator, and still sort of lead the charge from time to time, and still not die, it just really means that she's able to make her life of value, you know?
Yeah, always such an incredible player. The ace picked up on Icebox as well.
Yeah.
Some funny antics. She's always a personality to watch on the screen, on the stage. But at the same time, I mean, just for Zeta, I really do want to, give them credit for everything that they've shown so far throughout this entire tournament. Remember, at the beginning, they were a little bit rocky, a little bit in their own heads. But once they started to shake that off, I mean, the first Game Changers regional LAN, they really started to get accustomed to the stage. They started to feel themselves. Serena coming in with 4 kills here and there, and also just everyone gelling in together. Akko Moko, like you mentioned, Suzu there to pop things off. And you also have UR. I think she had some incredible moments on this map, especially on this map, because picking up the alt orb for the Hunter's Fury, that's what really gave Zeta Division that resurgence in this second half.
Yep, let's not forget Serena with some of her heroics as well, on some of the previous maps being able to utilize a lot of the Sheriff plays. But of course, this is how it all boiled down from our top 4 of GC Pacific and Xipto Esports at the end of this road. It is a 3-0 in such a dominant fashion. 20 series win streak, and they are indeed the champions.
For first place, gotta love the logo.
Yeah.
Live updated graphics, but at the same time, I mean, yes, you're absolutely right, Riku. 3-0 is a big performance. We are just waffling a little bit, waiting for the stage to set up. I'm gonna be honest, but no, I mean it's really such a big thing, because you look at that performance from Icebox. I don't think you would all see another team performing that tremendously well in a grand finals. Normally you're coming to grand finals, you're thinking, all right, best of 5. I'm a little bit nervous, but not for Xipto.
Yeah,
they kicked off Icebox with a bang, and they did not slow down even after that. It's just explosion after explosion.
Not at all. And as you've seen yesterday, it is the #1 seed coming through. It is Xipto Esports. But of course, for all the Zeta Division fans out there, of course, there's
Japanese
fans out there, they're still going to they're still going to Berlin, coming in as the #2 seed.
Yeah, GCC.
Yeah.
I really love that. I love that we have, I mean, yes, sometimes, Southeast Asian fans, the Southeast Asian bias in us, we want to see let's get more spots for Southeast Asia. No, I mean, I really love the fact that we have East Asian representatives as well. Korea or, Zeta Division. It's always lovely to see, because they have such a booming Game Changer scene, and also a booming Valorant scene as well. Like, the whole country loves this game, and there are so many fans there who would love to support, whether it's Zeta Division, Fennel, or even Mir Gaming.
Yeah, there's a lot of big, orgs, communities, very, very, very well invested into the Valorant scene, not only as an esport, but as a game itself. Everybody feels like they're part of it, including streamers. So it's really nice to see the community come together on Twitter when they were all giving their energies to Zeta Division. But of course as well, Xipto Esports, they were in the Philippine news this morning, actually.
Oh!
Yes, they were. They were in Philippine local news, and they were able to, say that, yeah, we've got Filipino representatives coming to Berlin, and a lot of the people were celebrating in the local news. So shout outs to, all, the coverage that are coming in to, watching Game Changers, and we're really, really grateful for the support.
Yeah, it's honestly so freaking cool that we have, players, esports players now in the news as well, Valorant players for Philippines. But also, yeah, I wish I was a part of the Japanese community a little bit. They're so cool.
Yeah, they are so cool. But of course, you know what's cool? the main stage as we're gonna celebrate the champions with Victoria. Let's take it away.
And let's congratulate your champions for Valorant Game Changers Pacific, Xipto Esports. Tara, quick question. How heavy is that trophy?
It's quite heavy, actually.
Well, you are one-handing it really well.
Okay, I'm used to it.
Well, actually, speaking of, as the IGL, you have a lot of strong personalities on your team. How do you keep them in order? Is it the strengths of your arms?
No, actually, the main IGL was switched into Alexi 1 month ago. So I'm the secondary IGL, but because I have a lot to catch up and I cannot focus on a lot of things, so we split it into like different people. So now it's easier for me, and the team is more in sync also.
Oh, that's great. So it's a full team effort.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Aneri, we know every duelist needs their initiator. You and Alexi are often looked up to as this dynamic duo. What is it about your chemistry in the server, in the game, that makes you guys so unique and so powerful?
I think me and Alexi, when we're doing in-game things, right, we don't sugarcoat things to each other. So whenever she messes up her recon by like 1 centimeter, I will flame her the whole game. And we kind of like, that's why our chemistry is so good, because we're so transparent with each other. And like, we can just say like, Alexi, what are you doing? You know?
Do you agree with that, Alexi?
Yes.
All right, well, Alexi, your team has been to Game Changers Championships before. What's different about how your team is going to approach championships this time versus last year?
I think this team are way more close to each other than the last year. And our team right now is more open to each other also when it comes to criticisms. So we improve so fast when it comes to like mistakes in game and stuff. So yeah, I think later in Champions, we're just going to see what's going to happen, and we're just going to work together as a team.
That's awesome. Love to hear. We love the chemistry on the server. Camille, this is the first Game Changers LAN for APAC ever. Can you share what your favorite moment was, whether it's in this tournament or just being here in Thailand?
First of all, thank you for the wonderful question. My favorite thing about this tournament and this time is meeting other people, like other players, other players on C, even the Sisu, fellow Pinays, because this is the first time we actually like get to meet each other, because it's online ever since, you know, so it's a great experience also.
Yeah. Shirazi, do you agree with that? Favorite moment?
Yes.
All right, well, Shirazi, you know, a big question for you guys. How do you want Xipto to be remembered? When people speak of Xipto Esports, what should they be thinking? The fans or your opponents?
I want to say unstoppable. We are planning to keep our title top 1 in APAC for a long time, not only in APAC, can be in World Champs too. So yeah, we're looking forward to playing in Berlin.
Well, you ladies have looked absolutely unstoppable here, and we have Coach Colbat. Now, what is your proudest moment here? What is a big challenge you guys have overcome that you are so proud of?
Personal growth of my players and how much more like they have learned and grow together as a team. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. He was going to give an Asian dad answer earlier. He was like, this was baseline. But I'm glad. I think you guys should be very proud of yourselves. Now, before we send you guys off to Berlin, are there any words for your fans or even non-believers before you guys try to go for that trophy over in Berlin? It's an open question.
To the non-believers, just keep not believing, because we're just gonna keep winning everything. So, yeah. And thank you for the fans.
To all of our supporters, thank you so much for supporting us since we were Team SMG until now in Xipto Esports. And I hope you continue believing us next championship. So, yeah. And thank you for Xipto Esports also for giving us the support that we need. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a final round of applause for your champions of Game Changers Pacific. And for those of you here in the audience, thank you for joining us and supporting Game Changers. And for those of you watching us home as well, we will see you in Berlin for Game Changers Champions. What was that? I saw you some twerking on the...
Let's have a good time, night of the century. Our best days can't be done. All the good times turn into memories, and the revelry goes on. Let's have a good time, night of the century. Our best days can't be done.
Inside of the second half, they are set up perfectly. Yes, this was an ammo. She doesn't fall back to reload, swaps over to Shorty, and takes down. She's able.
Alexi is going to be diffusing. She's going to stick it. It's a single thing. No, bring it down. Xipto takes map number 1 in this grand final. You're able to find Moko. Now onto Yellow Patrol.
Got some utility to work with.
Oh, Moko though coming from up. Serena blinded and cleaned up in as well. About and they're pushed out of there, but yet of course Shirazi spray stepped down, even with a shorty out there. He's just gonna try to push more space. Moko and you are trying to salvage the round at least, but in an instant, there we go. It happens again. Quack 2-0 start on the spawn. Here comes Nita, spray it down. It's still half, but you can't find the chain. Oh, but then with a 100 Fury to the face and the jiggle beat from Serena. And this season, undefeated, Xipto Esports are your game changers. But
everyone strive to reach the peak. Zoe is here, participating in every frame, perfecting the view for every battle. From Seoul to the world, Zoe strives for perfection, knowing that every frame is crucial to victory. As the tournament rages on, Zoe stands with you.
Battle. Every frame. Every frame. Every frame. Every frame. Every frame.
Staying humble cause I have to grow. Don't need no distractions, so they gotta go. In my flow, keeping hopes high. Gotta try and survive, it's my life. So I strive to be the best, and I say that with my chest. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. This is God-given, ain't no restrictions. They always talking but ain't got no diction. Every fairy with it, but I'm scary with it. You'll get buried in it, horror like I'm carrying it. On a mission, be the best. station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. It's time to deliver, sending shivers through your spine. Never give it up, never give it up. My mind is clear. I'm the winner, this is mine. Never give it up, never give it up. It's time to deliver, sending shivers through your spine. My mind is clear. I'm the winner, this is mine. Never give it up. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. Never give it up. Now I'm rising above my station, no limitations. When they assign me to win, I'm ready for graduation. Trained up, prepared for every situation. Don't be confused, just say congratulations. It's time to deliver, sending shivers through your spine. Never give it up, never give it up. My mind is clear. I'm the winner, this is mine. Never give it up, never give it up. So I strive to be the best, and I say that with my chest.
Ready right now, ready right now. Came for the win, gonna win hands down. This ain't a game, where's my motherfucking crown? Give it to me right now, let me grab it right now. Ready right now, ready right now. We don't ever lose, cause we got it right now. Push you in the face with a score right now. You don't like it where it is, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready, ready right now. Hey, ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready, 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 ready right now, ready right now, ready right now, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now, ready right now, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now, we came to win cause the winners hands down. Ready right now, ready right now, we came to win cause the winners hands down. Ready right now, ready right now. Came for the win, gonna win hands down. This ain't a game, where's my motherfucking crown? Give it to me right now, let me grab it right now. Ready right now, ready right now. We don't ever lose, cause we got it right now. Push you in the face with a score right now. You don't like it where it is, come and see me, you a clown. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready, ready right now. Hey, ready right now, ready right now. Ready right now, ready, 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 ready right now. Ready, 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 ready right now.